Yeah, this thing looked way bigger on the camera for sure. But this is like perfect size.
Yeah, it's working for right now. That echo is a big problem, and I'm gonna talk to you about that on the show, like how I use your feedback to make a lot of changes.
Yeah, like just thought of like the little egg crate things and the carpet, it would absorb all that for sure.
Yeah, we live. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, we're live. Okay, cool. All right, what's the deal? What's going on?
What up? And I had to refresh my memory on some of these albums on my way here.
Oh, you went through them? I still got one more to post, but that's how we're going to close out. What's the deal? It's DJ Paul from the LA Rap Report Card, and I'm joined by Donny Beskoe.
What up? How y'all living?
Yes, sir. Editor extraordinaire. What else? How else would I introduce you?
Jack of all trades, I guess.
Okay.
Done a little bit of everything.
Content creator.
Now, yeah, starting to work on it.
Streamer now. Let us know how we sound in palm trees in the chat. Obviously, Boe Jackman's supposed to be here. Unfortunately, he got in a car accident, so he won't be joining us. But prayers to him. He's all right, but yeah, Boe was supposed to be here. We had a bunch of topics to get into. While we let the chat warm up, because obviously we have a lot to talk about. WeStarvin posted a screenshot of Adam bragging about trying to get my Instagram deleted. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about your feedback on my podcast and the constructive criticism you've given me over on your channel. I want to talk about your channel, your time in No Jumper, your departure from No Jumper, my time in No Jumper, my departure from No Jumper. But let's start with, I think the best thing to start with while the chat warms up is Brandon hit me up. He said I'm committing podcast suicide by having Tam on the show. So, you know,
he hates Tam.
He despises Tam. He hit me up early in the morning. Well, we filmed Tuesday night. He hit me up Wednesday morning like, bro, what are you doing? You're committing podcast suicide. Why do you have derogatory word Tam on the show? And he's like, it's too female driven now. What's your take on me having Tam as a co-host?
I think it kind of fits with what you do, right?
I agree.
Yeah. Sometimes I would like, because when Tam first came to No Jumper, everyone was loving it, and I was like, just give it a little bit of time till everybody like gets their opinion and sees how it's going. Yeah, you know, and then we'll see how it goes. But you see now she was on the Tuesday show for a while, but now she's just on the news. So
and the Thursday show.
And the
which
Thursday.
is something I want to talk to you about in a minute as well. So basically, when I was going through hardships with my two former co-hosts, obviously one of them kept being late, slept on camera in front of Lush. That was pretty embarrassing. The other one didn't want me having No Jumper hosts on the show as guests. The other one didn't want TF Third, Almighty Suspect, Munchie B to pull up. And it's like, well, those are the people I want to pot with. Because it's like, obviously I can't go over to No Jumper. So it's like they can come over here and it's kind of like the same experience, if that makes any sense.
No, you had to have like a report with them.
Absolutely, because you know when people come up to me, that's one of the first things they say. They say report card, No Jumper. They say, oh, I fuck with the report card, or I don't fuck with the report card, and then they be like, I miss seeing you on No Jumper. Somebody literally just told me that at the fucking gas station on Friday when I was leaving. I went to the gas station. So I was like, man, when you going back to No Jumper? So how I see it, especially for like this latest run on a Dan Late podcast, I'm like, okay, people keep asking me to go back to No Jumper or want to see me on No Jumper. Now they get to see me podcast with No Jumper hosts. So it's like a happy medium. I'm still in my own space. I ain't got to deal with certain elements, but you still get to see me sit down with Lush, sit down with Young and Hefe, sit down with Tam, sit down with Brandon, sit down with you. I had Vashti on the show.
Shout out Vashti. Always fuck with her.
Shout out to her. People hadn't seen her in a long time. So when he was telling me like, oh, if you bring TF Third, I'm gonna fight him. If you bring Almighty Suspect, I'm gonna fight him. Oh, you can't bring Munchie B because Munchie dissed Nipsey, and supposedly my former co-host claimed 60, so he like, I can't be on camera with him right now. So those are the reasons why I had to change cast out. Nonetheless, Tam hit me up in the DMs and she's like, if you need a new co-host, I got you. So I obliged her, and I'm grateful for her, and I think she's doing a dope job these past 2 weeks. So when Brandon hit me up like, you committed podcast suicide by having Tam on the show, you know I took up for her.
I don't know what his vendetta is. Probably because Tam came in about the time he left, and then they all like tried to prop her up against him, right?
Right.
So, and Brandon, he's just a content demon, you know? Like, he just goes in on everybody and doesn't hold anything back. Like, you see the debate the other day with him, Adam and Moose Man? He just started going in on Adam, and you don't see Adam get out of character too often, but that day you started to see it, you know?
I thought Adam was going to turn up a little bit more. In Brandon's defense, I felt like Adam wasn't doing the best job moderating.
It was like two versus one.
Yeah, when you moderate, you can't be partial to one of the debaters or whatnot. So I definitely don't feel like Adam did a good job moderating that conversation. And it's like, you can't show whose side you're on. At least not until the end of the debate. Maybe at the end of the debate, you want to say, I feel like this person won, cool. But you can't do that like during the debate. I feel like that's very unfair. So I didn't too much care for the debate.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon, when he starts like dissing the Hispanics and that, like the burrito talk, like, bro, leave that shit alone. Like, talk about your political beliefs,
right?
But don't try to like throw digs at people. It's like he's trying to do the whole Trump taco thing.
Yeah,
you know, and it's
he's an extremist. He's an extremist.
And then when they got him with the pedo thing about Giselle Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
But aren't they talking about if they pardon her, it's going to be because she tells on a bunch of people? Isn't that like the deal?
I'm not too privy on the situation, but just logically, from my perspective, did they really get him on that? Because they're giving a hypothetical, like if Trump pardons Ghislaine Maxwell or whatever her name is, whatever the fuck her name is, will you still support him? And it's like, well, one, that's a hypothetical. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. That was the energy he was kind of giving, like, I don't care about that because that's not a real thing. He was talking about during that incident a specific bill that just got passed in California, pertinent to underage sex. That's not a hypothetical. That's an actual fact. That's a tangible. That's something that we can research and look into. They were coming up with some make-believe hypothetical. If Donald Trump pardons Maxwell or whatever her name is, will you still support her? And he just didn't. He didn't really have a direct answer.
He's like, I don't care. Like, that don't affect me or whatever shit was. I mean, if they pardon her, but she tells on a bunch of people, but then it's like, if they got these Epstein files, shouldn't all that be in there? Like, I don't know how we're so many years away from it, and they're acting like they still don't know what's going on. The government, you know?
I think this shit is a whole showdown of, I think it's a distraction. I think there's some other deeper issues going on politically, globally, and that they're using that to kind of like, it's kind of like entertainment at this point. They're using this old ass, the man's dead. You know what I'm saying? They're using this old ass case. All the participants are high power, world class, political figures and billionaires and trillionaires and shit. Nothing's going to happen to them. I think this is just a goose hunt to distract people from what's really going on.
That's what a lot of politics do. They agree on a lot of shit. They just use little bits and pieces to distract us from what they're really doing behind the scenes.
I think so.
That's politics.
So. But back to Brandon. So Brandon hit me up. He said, I'm committing political podcast suicide, having Tam on the show. Do you think that that's his real take, or he's just using his bias or jade against Tam to get me to try to get rid of her, even though she's
a little bit of everything? But I think he may be just upset with her because she came in and was kind of the person that replaced him. Like on the Tuesday show, when Brandon exited, she was on there. And then the Thursday show, when Brandon exited, she's on there. They were like a couple times together, but then her views just probably align better over there than Brandon's, because like that pod, views go up when everyone's arguing.
Yeah.
But then when someone gets too controversial, they don't really mess with it, you know?
So you gotta find like a happy medium.
Yeah, and then Brandon just, how he hates on the Hispanics, like, you could talk about the criminals and all that, but when you start to like stereotype it all, it just gets a little wild.
No, it's definitely hate speech, and you should see. I mean, even privately and off camera, like before we start, he really gives it up. I don't know. I feel like with Brandon, he's a dope podcaster though. I can't take that away from Brandon. Anytime we've had him on the show, the numbers been good. The chat was going crazy. The engagement was there. I enjoy our back and forth discourse. He's opinionated. He's a talent, but I also feel like Tam's a talent. I feel like Tam is, she has a great speaking voice. I feel like she's up to date on topics. She's knowledgeable. If she doesn't know something, she's not afraid to pull her phone out and research it on the spot. She's a dope interviewer. She shows up on time. She doesn't sleep on camera. all the negative things my former female co-host was doing.
And she got like 100K on her own channel, I've been told too, right?
Close to, like 90 something. She's on her way. Make sure you subscribe to her.
I've tried to find it. Once we get done, show it to me.
It's like Time to Tam or Tam to Time.
Alright, because I've tried to look up Tam and then Cardi, because I heard she does a lot of Cardi content, but I couldn't find it.
You can look up Tamberlin, or it might be Time to Tam or Tam to Time, one of those two. Someone said drama always brings views. He is definitely a jealous person. Bucci is so negative always. Brandon is a cynic.
Drama brings views, but at what point does it hurt your pot over time, though?
We'll have to mod 7. 7, I'm going to mod you up. You said, at what point does it hurt your pod?
Yeah, like overly drama. You know, like debating, arguing when you could stay on the argument.
Right.
But when you start offshooting and bringing up other shit, like, or you just set the bar so high, like even at No Jumper. They had so much drama for so long that when Adam tries to change it and doesn't really have that drama, then the chat just starts hating.
I agree. I feel like when drama spills over to real life, for example, my former co-host, Flacco, exposed him for being a woman abuser. As soon as I brought him on the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then it's like Flacco, so it's like, do I take this serious? Then I have to do my own research. And then my female assistant, she does her own research. And things are adding up. And then he sends me this.
Oh, he no longer here with you?
No, I had to get rid of him. What really split us up was he sent me on October 30th, he sent me a character witness letter to sign and act like I wrote for his domestic violence trial. It's like, bro, I met you in July. So,
yeah, that's so crazy.
Right, so it's like, I wasn't there. I don't know her. I don't know you like that. I only see you here. We've never hung out outside of here. And maybe one YG event we went to for work. So I told him no, I wasn't going to sign it. And after that, our energy was just, the very next episode, we got into a big argument on camera.
Seems like he has a hard time working with anybody though, right?
Yeah, but people have that accusation against me. I'm not the best at working with others. I'm still learning how to do that. But I just know if I had, knock on wood, something personal like that going on in my life, I wouldn't be asking one of my co-hosts or somebody I pod with to write a character witness letter.
So that shit's like fairly recent then. It's not like old news?
No, this is, well, again, I don't know when it's alleged that he attacked her or whatnot. I just know I watched the video of him threatening to unalive her if she didn't call the police and say she was lying.
That's how Brick ended up in jail.
Over domestic violence?
Yeah. I mean, they had the phones tapped.
I thought it was a RICO. I thought it was a whole...
Kind of, but they had the phones tapped, and they caught him talking about unaliving his old lady. They're still together, and maybe that's just their love language.
Oh.
But that's why they raided the house, is because certain things that were said when they were tapping the phones.
Oh, it gave them probable cause.
And then if you threaten someone's life, the feds have to do their job and go and investigate and try to stop it. So when they came, because they were talking about a gun and all this other shit, so when they came, they found him. And, you know, he got out, I don't know, however he got out. And then fast forward a year later after the loose pod, they arrested him. But it started because he was popping his shit about his old lady.
I did not know that at all. Free Brick, I haven't spoken to Brick in a very long time. But, yeah, I feel like the domestic violence shit, that's an example of drama going too far. Like, you have that type of scandal, that type of drama on the show. So every time we going live, the chat is woman beater, woman abuser, get this woman abuser off the show. I'm not supporting as long as this woman abuser is on the show. When you have that type of rhetoric, you get what I'm saying?
When you got girls like Tam and people like that potting with you, you're going to get more to girl audience, and they're not going to vibe with it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you're making it impossible for me to have female guests. You're making it impossible for me to bring on another female co-host. It just was bad energy. And then on top of that, you sent me this false character witness letter to act like I wrote it and just sign it, put my name on it, and send it to your judge via your attorney. And it's like, bro, you supposed to ask maybe your like close friends, childhood friends, your brother, your cousin or something. Maybe you ask them to do something like that.
Like a job if you had it for a long time.
You don't ask somebody you just met in July to sign no character witness.
And do they have kids together?
I believe, according to the character witness letter, they do have a daughter together.
It sucks when kids are involved too, man.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Absolutely. And it's like, I told him, I didn't like say hell no or fuck you, hell no. I was polite. I was like, I just don't want to be involved in any like domestic dispute, any legal situation between you and her. Like, I don't want to be involved in that. And like I said, he said, okay, but that very next week he came to the pod with an attitude, upset. We got into a big argument about it. And
Is that
was
I
his
think I
last
reacted to
episode.
that one a little bit because I seen it on the Reddit.
Okay.
Was that the one where you were giving him a hard time, or was it after that one?
This is the week after the Halloween episode. This is the week after the burger costume and all the costumes. This is that his last week. That was his last week on the show.
Because it was just you two at the beginning waiting
Yep.
for somebody,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I didn't know it stemmed from that.
Yeah, he was already upset before the camera came on because I wouldn't, like, he felt like I would do it for you. And it's like, bro, I wouldn't put you in that situation.
No, for sure.
Like, if, knock on wood, if I ever did get into a domestic dispute with my partner, I definitely wouldn't look to one of my calls to write a character witness letter. Like, I have, like, real friends.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, hitting your wife, your kids,
Yeah.
your mom, your sister, that's out the window. Now, if it's just some random broad that's trying to take flight on you, you have no idea who it is walking down the street.
Right.
I ain't gonna beat the dog shit out of her, but yeah, I'll make her back up, you know? But like your wife, your kids, mom, siblings, like, bro, you just gotta leave because ain't nothing good gonna come from that.
Yeah, that's the best and only advice I could give to any man that's in an intense situation with a woman. Obviously, I don't date women. I would just say leave, walk out.
And I feel like the chat appreciates when people have good, like, relationships with their partners, you know?
Yeah, or you can keep that separate. But then again, Flacco did expose him. So it's not like he put that out there. Flacco made a whole video on it. And ODM Slim, I believe, made a video on it. And another podcaster, maybe Gangland Neem or somebody, they all within the same week.
Who did the FOIA request for it?
The what?
Who did the FOIA request to get it? Flacco?
Most likely Flacco. But don't quote me on that. But knowing Flacco.
And how'd their beef start?
I don't. Oh, supposedly Rich Trapper slapped Flacco. And you can tell me this. Were you there when Rich Trapper went to No Jumper? Because he told me when he went to No Jumper, he slapped Flacco at No Jumper. They just didn't put it in the episode. Have you ever heard of that?
I've never heard that.
That's what he swears to me.
And Flacco, bro, that dude's built like fucking a gnarly foundation. Like, I've seen Flacco lose his temper a few times, and he preaches all this goody shit. But I've seen him lose his temper a couple times, and I think Flacco would squab. For sure.
I saw Flacco get spat on by 16. What's his name? Shot him. Got him.
Yeah.
And he didn't fight him, so I don't think Flacco would fight him.
But didn't AD and all them get in the middle and like really separate?
AD stood up in between them. So somebody spits in your face and you gonna let somebody doing this stop you from getting to them? Not somebody holding you, restraining you. Somebody doing this between y'all. Like if it was a person that spat on you, I could do this and keep you from getting to
And
them.
Flacco can move some humans. That's a strong individual, I would think.
Somebody said Rich did not slap Flacco. I didn't say that. I said Rich told me he slapped Flacco.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I mean, I've never heard. That's the first time I'm hearing it. Is right here.
That's what he said. That's why he said his. I believe his beef started with Flacco from there, and it would make sense if somebody slap you, then you turn around and pull up all their information and expose them for domestic violence. That kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I know it didn't happen over Flacco. You fat, and then he go pull up all this information on him and dig up all this bullshit. I don't think that is what would cause him to do that.
But what got him to want to say he slapped him? Were they arguing on the pod or something?
He didn't give that detail. He just said he went to No Jumper. It was him and Flacco in the room. He was saying something to Flacco. He's not supposedly, Rich Trapper is short-tempered. He's very short-tempered. He's very manic. The second he hears something that he doesn't like, it's like he become Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He become a different person, and he snaps. So he told me he slapped him.
But isn't that when you do martial arts, isn't that supposed to teach you self-control?
That is a great point. Not that I would know firsthand, because I've never done that.
I mean, I did it when I was young, but that was the one thing they always taught you is like, this is used to protect yourself, blah, 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 not to use it to be a tough guy.
Right, so 10 Girlfriend says this is Mikey. I doubt that this is Mikey.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Why is this account 10 Girlfriends?
He has a couple of them, but that's Mikey for sure.
Mikey, why is your account called 10 Girlfriends? You don't
Because
have 10
Mikey got 10 girlfriends. That's a woman slayer right there, dude. The women love Mikey.
He doesn't have 10 girlfriends. I mean, he know Mikey, but Mikey
No,
doesn't
yeah, I
have
don't know if he has 10, but the women love that fool, bro. When you sit there and you see, Mikey's more like I'm married, so I ain't gonna really do it anyways. But Mikey's the guy that'll go put him in the conversation with the girls, talk to him, unthreatening, just like a womanizer kinda. Mikey's a good dude and like not threatening.
Kind of funny looking though. But they said turn the mics up. I turned the mics up. Test.
Oh yeah, I'm probably sitting too far from it.
Last week y'all said the mics were too loud. Now y'all saying the mics are too low. Here's the thing.
closer.
All right. Lush one, Mikey get all the poon, to be honest. That's funny. All right, let's start with this since we got a couple no jumper people in the chat. Let's get messy. Give me your no jumper Mount Rushmore. No Adam.
Well, I mean, it got to go back to the original days, like house phone.
Okay.
I mean, even Cam Girl was a big part of it at the beginning. But in my opinion, the best era was the COVID era when every show was different. You had the Tuesday show or No Jumper show, then at the end of the day, and then Disconnected. Because Disconnected was like its complete own thing, you know?
Okay.
Now,
that was the show
it kind of feels like
Household
Groundhog.
Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disconnected was. Now it kind of feels like Groundhog Day. Like, if you watch the Tuesday show or the news or Thursday, a lot of the same topics, a lot of the same conversation. It's like if you've seen one show that week, you've kind of seen them all.
That's how FMW is, though. So I hate, and that's another thing. Real quick, I want to add a caveat. People think I hate No Jumper. People think I hate Adam, and I don't. I get upset. It works my blood pressure when I see a bad episode of No Jumper. Like, I want to see that platform have success and have dope episodes. I hate when I'm watching someone do bad podcasting on No Jumper, or it's a dud episode and they talking about the same redundant topics. I want to see No Jumper win because, to me, No Jumper is a huge asset to LA rappers. If I want LA rap to come back or be relevant or the West Coast to win, we need all of our faculties working at 100%. So I want to see No Jumper win. So I agree with you when you say that a lot of the topics are redundant, and I feel like it's the same thing with FMW. Like, if you watch Community, they're going to talk about the same thing on Back on Fig. They're going to talk about the same thing on Shame on You. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to talk about the same thing on At the End of the Day. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I kind of tap into the Community with AD, and sometimes I'll tap into T-Rails. The Shame on You, if it goes viral, I'll watch some of the clips.
Okay.
But, yeah, I got to get a little better at that. It's funny. Whoever this is, Junior, asking me what happened to Silica. That's my old glass company.
Glass?
Like bongs.
Oh, I'm about to say Lush. But okay, that's what's up.
Shout out that guy. That's a fucking
But you didn't answer my question. Like, Mount Rushmore, meaning give me the 4 greatest No Jumper hosts of all time, sans Adam. Like, they face would be up on the Mount Rushmore.
I mean, house phone for sure.
Okay.
My boy Lush for sure. He keeps it going.
Okay.
Flacco. I mean, he definitely made waves and put it in the work. I mean, there's been so many, bro, that it's like hard to really remember them all. Like, I'd have to get a list in front of me and be like, because you start back in the day with Cam Girl, Adam, and House Phone.
Yeah.
And then what was the next era after that?
ADT Real.
But after Cam left, AD came after Cam left, right? So then it would be AD, Adam, and House Phone. And then it would rock like that till House Phone left?
No, T-Rail was there while House Phone.
Oh, they did it together a little. I mean, when T-Rail was there, bro, it was good. Like, he had it in a chokehold for sure.
I like that era. T-Rail, Duno. I like that era.
I like Duno, but it's like he's so, like, big on his own that... But that's like at the end of the day, you know. That's when it fit into the. I almost feel like you got to kind of go by podcast.
You want to do shows. If someone said he wanted to say Dejon so bad, I wasn't at No Jumper long enough to be on anybody's No Jumper Mount Rushmore.
Brick was good, but Brick started off a little dry at the end, and then Brick was good when he had controversy and he started saying wild shit. And is that what you want the pod to be? Is wild shit being said?
I can't put Brick on the Mount Rushmore because Brick falls asleep. Brick be high out of his mind. I mean, Lush be high out of his mind. But Brick be high out of his mind. Like,
but at least when Lush is high, he can talk and it helps him talk.
Like
Lush don't do the downers.
That's true. Lush is even high and still like an encyclopedia. All right, get us to 100 people in here. We're going to talk about why Donny doesn't work at No Jumper anymore. We're going to save that for when we have 100 people. I got some stuff to react to on Instagram in a second. I gotta pull up some WeStarvin screenshots. I gotta pull up some keyboard clips. I guess ODM Slim went on Community yesterday and exposed Rich Grinder for having photos of his ass spread, and that's why he got ran out the 60s. We're gonna talk about that. What else? Damn.
But he went on like via phone.
Huh?
He went from the phone because he don't live here anymore,
No,
right?
Slim was out here yesterday.
Oh,
he
he's
was
down
here. Spot yesterday. And before, damn, it was one more thing. Oh, the AD DDG topic from Moose Man yesterday.
No, when Adam ran into him?
No, well, that is what, them playing that clip is what sparked the conversation. But before we get to that, what's your take on the Tuesday versus Thursday show dynamic? Obviously, the Tuesday show is better.
Well, because of Adam.
Is that why?
I mean, most No Jumper fans are fans because of Adam, right?
Okay.
That's why if he sits down and does something, it's always going to do better than other people are there. But this is what I said for a while, was like a lot of these hosts, they need to have more layers. They got more of a story to them, you know? Like, like Tay Third, like, does he do anything else besides showing up there on Thursday? I mean, he used to rap and all that, but what's he do currently? You know? And like Creep, shout out Creep, but what does he do besides, I mean, I haven't seen him there in a couple of Thursdays, but like, unless you do something else that helps bring people with you, I just, you know, it's like, No Jumper's so big that to be helping people out, it gets a little rough.
So
you know?
Something in the content space you feel like they should be doing, like, for example, when I worked there, I still had the report card going. I still got into it with other rappers every week on the timeline, so I had something to come up here and talk about. Like,
yeah, you're bringing something with you.
Yeah,
like, I always kind of preach, like, the trifecta. Like, you need, like, 2 or 3 things. Like, that's how Adam, you know, like, he had the BMX, and then started No Jumper, and then you throw in the plug talk, like, that's his trifecta. You know, he got multiple things that are feeding the engine. When you just show up there and you really don't got other stuff, like Lush got the battle rap.
Right.
Like, you see all his battle rap fans, they're in my comments when I talk about him. They're, you know, when you go look at his shit, he got all them, like, supporting him. Kind of just need, like, a trifecta, you know?
Absolutely. I feel like you definitely have to, I call it subculture. Like, you have to, it can't just be No Jumper. You have to have something else going on. Hold on, Seven, I'm about to mod you up right now. Give me one quick second. If you see anything interesting in the chat,
Is your chat usually supportive, or are there a lot of shit talkers?
it's a hybrid.
I still don't get that many viewers, so like all my people, I feel like they fuck with me. I haven't really got to the point to where I get hate yet. Or like, and also like, you know, when you talk so much and you put so much out, you give them more reasons to find something to hang on and be mad at you about.
Oh, they're gonna nitpick and find something. Oh, what do I do? I go to settings. Oh, no, I'm not tech savvy. Community moderation. I'm getting better. Hold on.
But you can't just mod them through the chat right there?
It wasn't.
on your...
No, I wasn't signed in on that page. And for whatever reason, when I'm signed into my account, it does not show me a chat. Which also, I think maybe because I'm using a private window. Seven, what's her, fucking, it's, dang, I just seen it. What does it say? Talk that talk 7. 7, I'm on you right now. Talk that talk 7.
No, if you get the women supporting you, that's a big movement, for sure.
Tell that to Brandon.
Mm-hmm. You know, I fuck with Brandon too. I talk to him a lot, but he has some gnarly opinions, right?
Yep. All right. 7, you are modded up. Shout out to 7. You need haters in the chat for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, if you just click these little dots right here, that's how you can.
I'm not signed in.
Oh, that's.
So when I am signed in, it doesn't. When I am signed in, it doesn't let me see the chat. For example.
You just click these little dots right here.
No chat. See?
I wonder why.
Weird, right? Nonetheless, gay demon is crazy. Somebody said, how does it feel to be a black gummy bear? Fuck you. And fuck you, Lush, for starting that narrative.
How'd you feel when Lush was making fun of your voice?
At first, it frustrated me. It really used to frustrate me because in my head, I don't sound like that. In my head, I sound normal. Like I have a deep voice, a raspy voice even in my head. But then, to everybody else, everybody like, your voice is like this. I'm Dejon Paul. It's like, it don't sound like that in my head. It sounds deep. So, fuck it. All right, 7's a mod. Watch what you say. Who's the white guy? This is Donny Beskoe. What was your job title at No Jumper? Former.
Like the audio, video. I always said the audio video engineer, but pretty much like ran the boards, switched the cameras. Wasn't too technical.
Former
Put shit up on the
engineer
screen.
at No Jumper.
That's
Audio
like the
and
fancy
visual
term.
engineer.
I mean, I've known
Technician?
Technician, yeah. I've known Adam and all them since like late 2016. Like that dude Chris, I used to set up at all the little weed events, right? And then that fool Chris had a dispensary, so we came across paths. And before that, I was kind of watching No Jumper a little bit, and then I'd see Chris on there, and then I met him at the weed event, and then I started doing business with him at his dispensary. And you remember that dude TK, the black dude that does live
TK
magic? I was kind of friends with him, so if you look at the old No Jumper pods when he was downtown, he got the silica rig on his table, and TK gave that to him.
That's your glass brand.
The old glass brand that I used to have. And then they moved to Melrose, and my store was on Santa Monica. And then like I knew Yuri like a couple years before from my smoke shop because it was in West Hollywood. So then Yuri ended up going by over there, and then this dude Johnny I know started going over there, and they were like, "Hey, bro, they're here right now," blah blah blah. So then I just started going over there, and then just hit it off. You know, a lot of people thought I was a BMX guy because I kind of fit that MO, I guess.
BMX vibes. I thought that as well when I met you.
Yeah.
I thought you was one of Adam's hometown buddies.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people thought just by like looking at me, I guess.
And yeah, like y'all dynamic. Whenever I would see y'all interact, it just seemed like you knew each other your whole lives. It didn't seem like y'all had just met each other a few years ago.
Yeah, I kind of we same age, grew up interested in the same shit. Like, yeah. So I just pretty much started hanging out, and Adam always let me set up shop. And then just hung out. And then like towards the end of COVID, I just asked for a job and they hooked me up.
All right, this is some bullshit. The broad day shooter. Donnie, can you address Dejon's conspiracy theory that Wack 100 is actually the one running No Jumper? I have never said that. That's not my theory, nor does it interest me. But let's go ahead and give a stab at it. How do you feel about Wack 100 and the Adam and Wack show?
I mean, I fuck with Wack, but I feel like sometimes like that's what I was saying, like the drama, like does it help or does it put a little damper in the plan sometimes, you know? Like,
I mean, I'm sure it helps views, but I saw just the other day on your stream, not this last one, maybe the stream before that, you were saying like people were scared to come to No Jumper, labels and PRs don't want to bring their talent to No Jumper during their press runs, XYZ. I definitely feel like,
well, after the fights and the Rico,
right? Some of that rhetoric from the Adam and Wack show could make people not want to have their artists. I know if I ran a label, No Jumper isn't a priority interview. Like they drop an album, like, oh, we're going to LA this week. You have an album coming out. I don't think I'm in a rush to take my artist to No Jumper because I don't want them in the middle of some of Wack's bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it gets a little tricky when you want to be super controversial. Yeah. But then you see Wack out, like going to the Burner Boy show. Like he does go out and do stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like there's like a gap between the people he beefs with and the people he's around. You know?
Okay.
And then I guess if you told or whatever you did, then I guess he doesn't really have to really sweat seeing you out and about or whatever. And the Nipsey shit kind of put a damper in his plans. Like, bro, who cares if Nipsey was doing that? Like, who? And then Hassan Campbell was the one that put it out there. But I mean, why do you even care to know? You know, like,
yeah, because he's deceased. He's not here to defend himself. I definitely felt like, and I will say that to Wack's face, him threatening to leak this sex tape of Nipsey is crazy.
And then Wack talks about drinking his girl's pee, doing all this crazy shit with her. Why do you care about what Nipsey did?
While the men are doing in the bedroom, I agree. I'm gonna get Dejon on roids and train him for 3 months. Watch him look better than Flacco after his surgery. I'm definitely not taking any steroids, but I'm not against the trading. Adam relies on Wack. Is Adam and Wack show the biggest thing that they have going right now?
Yeah.
That's a sad day. That's a sad day when the biggest thing on No Jumper is the Adam and Wack show. Okay, but back to our Tuesday and Thursday show.
But even that's got like Groundhog Day-ish.
What do you mean when you say that? What's that analogy?
Like it just kind of feels like the same thing every time you click on it.
Okay.
And this is like what I was gonna say. Like with potting, I feel like you got like it's the same 3-4 people every time, and that's why the No Jumper show at the end of the day and Disconnected I felt like was one of the best eras because it was a group of friends essentially on every show, and if it's a group of friends that you fuck with, you would like to be the fifth friend. So you're gonna support them, fuck with them, but when it's always different, it's kind of like, which one do I choose, or how do I vibe with them? Because you're gonna like tie into certain people's vibe, like, oh, I like how these two argue and get along or whatever, you know, rather than like it just always being different.
All right, two-part question. If you were made president or lead supervisor of No Jumper, what would you change about the Thursday show, and then what would you change about the overall direction of the brand?
I mean, I said it a bunch. I think one of the best things, because Adam's very particular and doesn't respect a lot of people's opinions, I guess.
Okay.
But if Adam got a producer that knew his shit and Adam really fucked with, that would help a lot, you know? Because Adam's busy, he can't be doing everything. But if he had someone that he really fucked with that was tied into everything, that could really sort it out, like Remo kind of does it, but he's more into like the Chicago stuff and like
he's more on social
other
media.
other stuff. But if you had like a really good producer that could really line stuff up and all that, but it's like just at some point seems like everyone just gets mad and leaves eventually.
Tell me about it. Now, what would you do specifically to the Thursday show? Like, how do we get the Thursday show to operate at the same capacity as the Tuesday show, or is that physically impossible?
Well, I think it would help if, like, say the Thursday show went out for a night, filmed a vlog. Like, they gotta build camaraderie, inside jokes, all that stuff, rather than just sitting down and talking, you know? Because, like,
but
well,
the
you
Tuesday
guys,
show, they don't go out. Munchie
and it would help if they did too. Like if Adam took Munchie, Hefe, and Lush to Vegas for the weekend, and they created all these memories and all this shit, then they'd have stuff to talk about. They'd have stuff, inside jokes to go back to. But when you sit there and just talk about topics, it gets a little dry, you know?
I feel like for the Thursday show, I don't like that they do it in the newsroom. I feel like using the same set as the newsroom kind of just doesn't make sense. Because,
Yeah, that does.
for example, yesterday we saw Tam on the Thursday show. Tam and Lush. I mean, Lush is on the show. But we see Tam and Lush sitting in that same setting, and then we wake up Friday morning and they're sitting in that same room, kind of using the exact same format.
That's why I said Groundhog Day. Kind
Yeah,
of.
that exactly. Now I get what you mean. Like the format between the Thursday show is too much like the news. I feel like Tuesday show feels like a deviation from the news, versus Thursday show just feels like another episode of the news. If I'm making any sense.
And you even heard Adam say that a bunch. You got a bunch of newses, and then you got the Tuesday show.
Okay.
Adam said that a bunch.
That's literally what it feels like I'm watching. And I'm always rooting for the underdog. And I told Tam this. I want to see the Thursday show win. I want to see them up their rank. I want to see them. I like competition, so I definitely want to see them compete with the Tuesday show. How do you feel about the cast of the Thursday show? Tay, Tam, Lush, Suspect when he's there.
Like, you know, I feel like they all gotta like build more up on their own to bring to it. Because if you just show up, it's kind of like I'm just showing up to get a paycheck, you know, rather than showing up because you love this or you want to do this or you got topics you really want to cover or following storylines, you know, like really close. And then I also feel like YouTube kind of, like you got Flagrant and these people that blow up because they do comedy and they bring a lot to it.
Yeah.
Where are they going with this? I explain this so much, I always fucking forget how to put it. But yeah, they just gotta build more like camaraderie with each other and like go do stuff and build it up. Cause just sitting there talking over and over, I don't know. It just gets a little redundant to where someone's gonna go, oh, this is what I'm gonna say. Like YouTube, I feel like more and more is getting more like streamer based, like this, or just one person talking with their chat. Like you really got to communicate with the chat because that's who's supporting you.
Okay, yeah.
You know, rather than you guys just talking amongst each other, there'll be people tapping in, they'll watch, but you got to pay homage to the chat. You got to feed off of them. And more like the chat are more, well, like I talk to my chat, communicate with them, and it's just me and them. rather than like me and a bunch of or 4 other people, 3 people, you know?
So you're saying YouTube is straying away from the co-host format? They kind of just want to see you interact with a chat.
Yeah, for sure.
More like streamer vibes.
For sure.
Okay. Since when did you start picking up on that trend or noticing that pattern?
I mean, once you see all the, like, a lot of YouTubers go in that route, and just, like I said, like, if it's 4 people on there and you want to be the 5th person because you really fuck with all of them, then you're going to tap in and you're going to watch it. If it's just always different people and, like, and they got to be, like, original topics.
I should have screenshotted it. I'm looking for. Did you see WeStarvin posted the screenshots of his messages with Adam?
Bro, he's going crazy, right? And that's, I don't know, bro, Adam, like, why do you talk to people like that? Like,
fan
bro,
pages.
like,
not in depth. Now, if you're giving me like some feedback on the show,
oh,
like,
small talk for sure.
You feel me like, oh, I wish you would turn your mics up or da da da. I'll entertain it, but I'm not about to sit here and have full blown conversations.
Like, you look at me and WeStarvin, we talk about our dogs, sports, small talk. I've never just like started talking to him about my hatreds to people.
Right. I'm trying to find it. I cannot find it. Not supposedly. It was some text message screenshots. Adam said that I just reported 7 no jumper clips on Dejon's page. Hopefully they delete his account. And basically these were obviously clips of when I worked there that I had still on my page of me doing content. Do you feel like you should be able to flag that? Like if it's a video of you on someone's platform, should you be able to clip that and post it? Or does it matter? You have to take it down?
No, for sure you should be able to post it. I mean, it's going to get rough with social media, especially Instagram. They don't give a fuck about any of that shit.
Right.
Unless you're like completely stealing it. But I don't think Instagram cares about that shit. Like maybe music-wise or some shit, but Instagram don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they definitely didn't delete my page. They just asked me to remove the post. I did remove the 7 posts.
It just makes Adam look petty at some point. Like, well, you're wasting your time worrying about Dejon posting some clips.
Clips that I already posted when I worked there. Like one of the clips was when I interviewed Exhibit with Sharp. And I don't take it personal with Adam. Adam and I have like a hate-love relationship. Like one day we're cool, the next day we're at each other's throat. Pause. It just is what it is. Damn, sorry y'all. I definitely should have like DM'd it to myself or something. Or even screenshot it. I don't see it. I do want to react to this Vashti clip.
Adam should have used one of those apps or at least deleted right after he read it or something.
Maybe he could have set it in vanish mode. But let's check out this clip. Hold on. Fuck. Let's check out this clip. You told me to do what? You told me to move this up here?
Well, you got it right. Oh, you want us small?
I want us smaller and this bigger. Part.
Yeah, then drop the other one down.
So drop browser down.
And then shrink us.
Shrink us. Hold on, y'all. I'm still learning how to use this stuff. Like we could be over here. So this is Vashti who came on the show.
You probably got to put the other one back on top now. That's.
What do you mean back on top?
Because it's behind us. Oh, you want?
That's what I want. I want it behind it. Vashti pulled up to the show. I guess her role was project manager, social media manager, news show producer. What was your experience like working with her, or did you ever deal with her?
Yeah, I mean, she was cool. It kind of seems like a lot of times people will be coming and then they'll just stop coming eventually. And I knew she was still employed for a while, but I didn't really communicate too much about the Instagram posters and the news people.
Well, she worked there from 2020 to 2024. So that's a long run. That's not like one of the short, brief runs like I had. She had a long run there. Various roles. She pulled up. Me and her have been talking. I saw her last year when I was at FMW and we caught up. But this is our first time seeing each other since then. She pulled up and we obviously I asked her why she isn't at No Jumper. Before we get to why you are at No Jumper, let's react to this. Hold on.
Josh.
Okay.
I talked to Josh.
Well, Josh is always the one that got to break the news.
Oh shit! What happened? Here we go.
I have a question for you. What led to you leaving the platform, and what have you been up to since?
They fired me.
Really?
Out the blue.
Random.
I feel your pain, Vashti.
Like the email, text, call.
I talked to Josh.
Okay.
I talked to Josh. I I was like, did I drop the ball? He said, nope. I said, did I do anything wrong? He said, no. I said, did I cost the company money? Nope.
And he just let you go.
Yeah, it was probably just internal stuff.
Did she get let go when a bunch of other people did too, or was she just by herself?
Budget.
She said she got let go in 2024 shortly after I left. Are you saying it's during that time when, are you
Like, did they clean house when she got let go?
When Adam was like, cancel all the shows, cancel the news.
Yeah.
It might have been during that time, but then that would kind of make my situation kind of be the blame for why she possibly, because she's saying she don't know why. If we listen to the clip, she's saying she was let go without any reason.
Did she get let go right after that shit happened with you?
I believe so.
Because I've heard.
Because then again, I saw her right after it when I went to I went to FMW right after.
She hasn't came to the warehouse in a long time. Like, I know she was still working there for a while, but she didn't come for a long time.
But she used to pop in when I was there because she would come there and train me for the social media. Like, we would sit at that same infamous conference table.
She was coming when you guys would pre-plan the shows. You guys would come in, talk about the show before you'd go on a lot of times, right? Or you guys
that
would
was
try
before
to?
my era. When I was there, we didn't have pre-production on the news. But I heard stories about how they used to do pre-production, and Vashti would have the topics and tell them what they're going to talk about. When I was at No Jumper, there was no pre-production on the news. Vashti would send the topics over, and we would read them off the screen.
Like, it was an issue between me or Adam said that I said something, but then I heard when I was trying to work with Like Hip that Adam said nice things about me, so I haven't talked to him since.
She left, you got a smoking table.
So I don't feel like that was it either.
Okay. If you saw him, what would you say? Or would you guys have a conversation? Or
It's like, I stayed out of a lot of drama. I just was there right now, so I got no beef with nobody. I have nothing really bad to say. There's like one person I probably don't fuck with over there, and he's not from here.
It took me forever to figure it out. Remo. She don't fuck with Remo. Because her and Remo, when they would be in the social media group chats, they would argue like cats and dogs.
Yeah,
Remo
I overheard that
sometimes.
sometimes.
Right, Remo want shit done this way. She wants shit done the journalistic proper way. So, yeah. Shout out to Vashti. So, since we talked about that, did you have any other thoughts on that? On Vashti not working there, getting let go abruptly?
No, I mean, they got a lot of people sometimes working on that Instagram, I think. Like, because you see all the names at the bottom, if you look at the post, like, half the time, like, who in the hell are these people? I mean, are they doing it for intern credits, or are you paying them? Because, I mean, I don't know. How many people do you need getting credit at the bottom of Instagram posts? And if your Instagram's booming, then I guess I could see it, but just, I don't know. There's a lot of names at the bottom of those Instagram posts sometimes. Like, people I've never even heard of. Like, who's this guy?
Yeah, social media team was cool, though. Like, I enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of work. I used to have to do 3 to 5 posts a day, 7 days a week. That was what I was tasked with, as well as being an on-camera personality.
But is it 3 to 5 for everybody that is part of the squad?
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, I think it was a requirement. I think at one point, let me hide this real quick. I think at one point, Remo hit the group chat like, hey, you guys, if you're part of the social media team, you have to send 3 to 5 posts every day. Like,
And they just sort through them at that point and say, we're going to post this and that, or?
You submit them, and they thumbs it up or they thumbs it down. It was like an app. I forgot the app. It was like some Teams type of app. And you would submit the story in a certain format. Vashti was very specific about how the format was, the wording, the specs, all of that, the type of photo you could use. She was specific, and I used to hate it. It was tedious work, but it taught me so much. It made me upgrade how I run my Instagram. I feel like my Instagram has benefited from that.
One thing, like working there, you do learn a lot. You got to give them respect for that, just understanding how it all works and goes, because Adam been working at it for a long time, so he's ironed out a lot of the wrinkles. Even though more wrinkles tend to pop up, he has ironed out a lot of them. I bet you they're all watching this, knowing I'm on here, wondering what the fuck I'm going to say.
Oh, well, to my knowledge, we're not here to bash.
No, and I've said a bunch, like,
bashing.
I'm not on a no-jumper hate train, you know, it is what it is, but, like, yeah, I was cool with him for a long time. I asked for a job, so how would it look now if I left and started talking shit?
Yeah.
Like if I went and told Rolling Stone, interview me so I could talk shit like Lush did.
Like Lush did.
Like, that's crazy.
That
Lush,
same-
I fuck with you, but that is dirty work, Lush. That's
That
dirty.
same interviewer interviewed me. People don't know that. That same interviewer.
Were you quoted in it or no?
What do you mean? What I
In the
quoted?
Rolling Stone thing? Did they quote you?
Not that article. After my situation, that same interviewer, Andre G, whatever, did an interview with me.
Oh, he's an Adam hater, huh? Anytime something pops up, he's just building his files.
He was definitely not too fond of No Jumper, I will say that. But I made my peace with the situation. We can get to that in a minute, but let's start with what happened. When did you find out that you would no longer be working in No Jumper? And like, what has it been like since you haven't been there? And how long has it been?
Friday, I don't know. It's either 3 or 4 weeks, and I found out a week before, and just, I guess the finances weren't financing.
Okay.
But honestly, I felt it coming. Not like me per se, but I'm surprised it lasted as long as because I've had businesses. I've been around the block. I can take a step back and look at something and like, oh damn, like I know it ain't making sense for them having me here.
Okay.
Like I made a lot of cuts down to the last 3, 2, 3, I guess 2.5, maybe 3 now, depending since I'm not there. The other person probably doing more, but I made it a lot of times. Josh would always come when they cut people like, don't worry, you're good. But yeah, I could just sit back and look and just see when something ain't making sense. Because I've had a few businesses in my life. It's not hard to sit back and scope the scene. But honestly, like it was a shock, and I would have kept showing up because I got a wife and kids. But when they told me, like I honestly felt a little bit of relief because now I don't got to worry about this anymore.
It was worrying you? No Jumper was worrying you?
Well, just worrying like how long is it going to be? When's this going to come? When's this going to happen? And then I put my feeler out there like a month and a half before to check the temperature, and I was just like, oh, okay, all right. Like now I know for sure it's limited, and yeah, I'm a guy that I want to work and be able to do something where I know, okay, I could work hard and I can level up. When there's no more leveling up, you're just kind of like, all right, like I said, I got a wife and kids, so I would have kept showing up to get the check for them. But I've always in the back of my mind, because my mom did truck driving, my grandpa did truck driving, my wife's brother does it. I've been around it a lot, so I'm going to get my CDL, and I'm just going to start driving the trucks and doing the YouTube shit in my downtime and while I'm driving.
Those two go together. I can see you doing that.
And then you can make a lot of money driving truck.
No, I have a couple of friends that added CDLs and that drive across the country, delivering XYZ in trucks, and it seemed lucrative. My grandfather did it for many years, retired from it, so.
And I'm older now too, so it's like I don't have FOMO missing out on what's going on around town or whatever. I'll miss my family a little bit, but I'm sure my kids are going to be happy if there's money in the account for them to go do stuff rather than dad being home on the couch,
Absolutely. I mean, congratulations on the new transition, but how did you exactly find out? Did you get a phone call?
Oh no, they were like, hey, can you come to the office? And a lot of times when I was to the office, it was to talk about other shit.
Right.
But this day, I just kind of like, oh, okay, I felt it. And I ain't gonna say, but we've had conversations, and like I said, I wasn't surprised. Like when I got I was like, all right, I know what time it is. I ain't gonna lie, I had that slight little like gut feeling where the emotions went a little crazy, but then I was just like, took another breath and was like, all right, now I'm relieved. I know I can move on to the next phase of my life. Yeah.
I'm glad that you have restraint, like you didn't just cuss him out and like, oh, fuck y'all.
Start throwing shit and fucking,
flipping desk over and
like
stuff
in every
like that.
walk of life, there's shit you don't agree with, there's shit you see, you're like, well, I would have zigged instead of zagged, I would have did this, but that's not my place to start telling them what they should do or what I would do at that point. It's like, all right, this is what it is. All right, cool. And then they even ask me, because a lot of other people, when they leave, that's it, bro. They go, they argue, whatever the case may be, and they leave right then.
Yeah.
Like, they asked me to stay for the next week, and they, like, figure it out and whatever.
Okay.
So that told me right there, like, all right, obviously it ain't personal. They don't hate me for some reason if they're asking me to stick around.
It seems amicable. Point and shoot, the sheriff, the 16 punted eight bands at the poker table the other day, but can't afford his staff. How does he know how much Adam spent in a poker table?
He's probably watching them. Yeah, but I'm sure, like, when you got business managers and shit, like, they probably narrow it down to like, all right, this little thing in your life isn't doing enough to cover this, you know, even though there's other things doing it.
Budgeting.
But you're not going to take money from this to go to that, you know?
That makes sense.
It's just financial, I mean, that's just financial literacy probably. You know, like, what are you going to do? Keep paying me to be there when you're losing money on me, I guess? Like, that don't make sense.
What's your take on Point and Shoot and the Sheriff as a platform, as a page? Because when I worked there, it was taboo. You couldn't say it. They told me blank, you cannot say Point and Shoot on camera. So what's your take on it now that we're not there? We can speak about it freely.
Fucking Sheriff's undisputed, dude. Like, and then imagine how it feels when you got some guy making videos about you doing a lot of views compared to what you're doing, you know? And all the views are public. They're on YouTube, so it's not like I'm saying anything that you can't look at and see.
But his are funnier. Like, Point and Shoot's videos are way funnier than No Jumper content. Like, he does everybody's voice. He adds songs every episode. I feel like he's just, his content is unparalleled.
And his impressions, like he can make up all the voices of all the characters. I mean, you got Point and Shoot, you got Big Real Small Chat, you got just clips, like. And then how does that make you feel? Like, obviously you've done something that other people can make content about you and do good. Even Flacco, like, he goes and reacts to something that happens to No Jumper and gets 80K.
Yeah, but then why was it a problem when AD and T-Rail was still on the platform and going to do community and back on Fig and was reacting to No Jumper incidents or occurrences? Why was that such a problem when they did? Flacco gets to do it now freely. But remember, he had an issue with AD and T-Rail going home and getting on their own stream and talking about what happened on the news of the show that day.
Because Flacco will probably still show up and give it his all when he's there.
Okay.
Like on the Thursday show and the news, like he still give it his all and then go home. And Flacco makes like single little videos rather than like live streaming and covering everything. Like Flacco, and that's why I give Flacco a lot of credit, which I watch him and try to learn. He'll take 2 sentences and make a 15-minute video. Or a 10-second clip and make a 15-minute video. Like, you gotta respect that, how he can just narrow down to something and do. But Flacco gets so excited, like giddy when something happens. Like, I've been around the block so much that I feel like shit don't really amaze me that much. And I'm not the biggest drama queen to where I'm like, oh shit, that happened, oh shit. Like Flacco gets all giddy when something happens and then just loves it and can go make a whole fucking 15-minute video about it.
I got it. Somebody said Flacco's an asset to No Jumper. I have to give him that despite our personal differences. Point and Shoot said Josh is a terrible business mind. Didn't he push to reopen the store and it lasted like 3 months? Merch sales in the dirt, marketing is a joke. It was open for more than 3 months.
About 8, 9, I think.
Do you think the store was a good move? And how do you feel about Josh's business acumen? Per Point and Shoot. Josh is a Walmart level manager. I like Josh. I was closer to Josh than I was Adam. Like, I had more conversations in No Jumper with Josh than I ever did with Adam. Obviously, Josh was around more. I feel like I was close to him. But what's your take on this?
I mean, bro, when you go look at the No Jumper store and then you go look at cough syrup, it's like night and day. You can eat off the floor at the cough syrup store. The No Jumper store, And at that point, like, I'll give, Josh went through a lot at that time,
Okay. I didn't know about the divorce until Reddit, so yeah.
Like some of the employees are my homies, bro, but I've had businesses before. Your employees are going to get away with what you let them get away with. And I thought at the store when they got it, they were going to do clothes and all that, but I thought they were going to sell content and make content out of it. I don't know why they never made content. I don't know why they never had a 24-hour live stream or whatever, 12-hour live stream going every day so people can come and talk shit. Like make another channel that's all like bullshit at the store, have people doing sidewalk stuff, make the store a content hub to where people want to come there to be a part of the content and then sell clothes. Clothes don't really sell, bro. Like every clothing brand's falling apart right now.
Yeah, I don't think
a lot of them.
I don't think that it was going to survive if it was strictly off selling No Jumper t-shirts.
And then
like there's not enough people that want to walk around in No Jumper t-shirts to suffice.
It's like wearing your favorite TV show.
That want to be on No Jumper.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's like, who wants to wear their favorite movie sweater? Not a lot of people. But you'll wear a clothing brand like Hellstar, Cough Syrup, FTP because you fuck with what that brand's putting out there. But to wear a podcast, you know, like, you sell a day in LA merch?
Absolutely.
Does it do okay, or do you think it would do better if you had another brand that brand had an identity?
If I would like to start another brand that has nothing to do with what I do.
No, it would do way better.
It would do way better.
People, like, you show up to the party wearing your favorite TV show's t-shirt, people are going to kind of laugh at you. But you show up to the party wearing cough syrup or even On Some Shit. Like, I've always fucked with the name On Some Shit. Like, that shit's dope. You know, people buy in more to a brand that has, like, an identity of its own than a brand that is like a podcast, you know?
Let's respond to this person that they can stop putting in here. The broad day shooter, Donnie, can you tell us about the friendly phase that happened off camera that no one knows about? They've said it 20 times, see?
Not really many that's happened, and they've always talked about them. I mean, what fades? I mean, when Flacco tried to get MJTV, that didn't really blossom into anything. Flacco took out the damn camera, and I had to catch it. Actually, I didn't catch that one. What camera did I catch?
Oh, who was that? Damn, in the front room.
Yeah, I came around, and I seen him come in, and I seen the camera start to tilt, and I just went for it and backhanded it, caught it.
Mikey was in the room, too. What the fuck was that? I know exactly what you're talking about. Was it somebody with Brick? Was somebody with Sharp?
Mikey, where you at? I know you remember Mikey.
I forgot, y'all. Was you there the day that YBG fought the security guard, or former security guard?
Yeah, the security guard laid him on his ass, bro. They tried to say
the other way around.
False narrative.
The other way around.
Well, you think Brick's going to want to put it out there that his homie got dropped by a security guard?
So
I mean, Tone's like a boxer, and he's like 6'5", fit. Like, I watched the footage, bro. I seen it.
You seen? There's footage.
It's grainy as fuck, and it's off in the distance. And that's another thing. Like, how you gonna go fight in the neighbor's property?
So you talking? Where did this fight happen? In the parking lot, but behind the neighbor's building?
All the way at the other end, where the other neighbors are, like by their loading gate.
That pissed me off. I look at my security camera, and people from next door are fighting in my parking lot.
No, for sure.
That pissed me the
But
fuck off.
I mean, you think Brick's gonna let it be said the other way?
I swear to God, I've only heard stories where YBG put hands and feet on the former security guard No Jumper.
No, hell no.
And you're saying that the former security guard No Jumper put hands and feet on YBG?
Well, I think YBG wanted to fight him, so they went outside and then fucking Tone, dropped him.
That is fucking crazy. Chat, put a pin.
Tone would be fucking always flexing up, bro. Sometimes I'd be like, bro, you gotta calm the fuck down. Like, he would almost want to be the star of the show. It's like LA Baddies Club with Tone sometimes. Like, bro, calm down with his shiesty on. Like, calm down, Turbo.
I never seen him on camera. I never had an interaction with him on camera, to my knowledge. So I've never seen him pod. But I definitely don't think it's a good idea for your security guard to be pod unless you're Robin Big.
Yeah. Yeah, he was never really on camera, but just sometimes how he would like talk to, and then like, being like black, I guess, and then the guests being black, they would just have like a different vibe. Like they would want to test him, and then Tone ain't trying to be tested, which I get it, he's a security guard. And then Tone would always just want to run his own program. Like, nah, this is how we're doing it. I remember one time Tone started trying to have all of us, when our friends come, that they got to be patted down and sign in. And I was like, Tone, like, this is my homeboy, bro. I grew up with this dude. Like, you're not about to disrespect my homeboy and start patting him down when he's coming to see me as a friend. Boy, has nothing to do with No Jumper.
Isn't that his job, to pat people down?
But not when he's like my personal friend. He's coming here to see me. Like, maybe I'm out of line for.
Yeah, I think that safety, any safety protocol should have been.
But then it's like, bro, if it was like that, my homie could slide me whatever. I could walk in and just slide it back to him. I could put the backpack on my shoulder and walk past him.
I mean, we've literally seen No Jumper host and different people with guns on camera. So I feel like security was always the issue at the show. That clearly was my issue with Adam. So, to my knowledge, when you reacted to a recent episode, not even recent no more, Brandon's first appearance on the show, and you said certain things, I'm thinking that I thought that you weren't working there when this came out. I didn't know that you would talk about this subject while working there, but you're saying that you didn't start working there until a couple weeks ago. This is a couple months ago.
Well, that's why I started doubling down and started messing around on my own, because I knew the days were limited. And then I always kind of wondered, but I asked Adam before I even started doing any of my shit. I said, "Hey, bro, do you care if I react to no jumper shit?" And he kind of like took a step back, like surprised I asked, but he was like, "Oh, I ain't tripping, go for it." But I never really went out of pocket on them, and I still don't. This is my.
You just gave your perspective. I think that one thing I will say before I play this clip is I feel like even if Adam or Josh tell you that they're okay with something, I feel like sometimes they deep down they don't be okay with it. Does that make any sense?
No, for sure.
It's kind of like if you want to fuck with your homie's ex and you ask him. And he be like, "Oh no, bro, I don't care about that." But then
I go feel some type of way.
Yeah, he feels some type of way. So yeah, I'm watching your show. This is when I first started watching your stream, and you reacted to me and Brandon's conversation. Brandon's saying I'm a hypocrite because I said I lost respect for Brandon when he let suspects spit on him. Obviously, I got spat on earlier this year, rolling out, and I fought, ended up getting jumped because nobody's gonna spit on me, and I not at least try to defend myself.
You tackled that fool, bro. You got him down on the ground for sure.
I mean, I had to. The nigga spat in my face. Like, as a man, I feel like it's disrespectful.
And that ruined that guy's career, right?
Yeah, he can't
just fighting with you and getting taken down.
Like,
by
just, me?
Yeah, that's always tell like a lot of people. Like, I can fight with you and you can knock me out and whatever, but you get knocked out by a white boy, you ain't never gonna live that shit down.
Yeah, imagine being
in
a
the LA rap scene,
getting dropped by a gay nigga as a
gangster
rapper. It's over. His career's over. But so Brandon said, "Well, Dejon, you got shot in no jumper and didn't do nothing about it, and then you reacted to this." So let's check this
Brandon,
out.
because Almighty spit on the middle, right? Didn't you get shot by that nigga and that nigga still walking around living?
It was an accident.
No. There's no.
I seen when WeStarvin posted this.
You said I was supposed to kill a nigga for.
Sean got hit with the ricochet from the fucking from a piece of rock. Like, he got hit with, like, I don't know. See, that's where I'm like wanting to talk, but then I shut up because I say too much.
So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, he has to not be working no more. That's why he's on the stream. But now I find out you were still working at no jumper when you said this.
But it's out there, right? Everybody knows what happened.
People have had. But, okay, let's stop it right there. Because the whole narrative is that I'm making this incident up. I'm pulling it, balls on my ass. This incident never happened. Dejon just randomly got up one day and was like, I've been shot. Ooh. But in this clip, you're saying that a shooting incident did happen. It's just Dejon didn't get hit by lead. It's probably a ricochet from a piece of rock or something to that effect. My point is
maybe like a sliver or something, because in the ground you could see where it hit, and then it would have went up from, because it was like in the corner.
The entire time, I've always said the bullet shattered. They found fragments of the bullet over here, fragments of the bullet over there. So what you're saying, a piece of concrete or a piece of wood, anything could have ricocheted, and that's what hit Dejon. As an employee, should any of that be going on around me?
No,
as a civilian employee, should any of that be going on around me?
No, hell no.
And that's my whole point. I
mean, someone shouldn't be playing with their shit like that.
Why is the gun out on the work floor around me? If I'm sitting at the conference table, why is the security guard sitting at the conference table with his gun out in general? There's no threat. I can see if it was a threat, something's going on. There's nothing going on. And then you tell me, because in my mind this whole time I'm thinking maybe he had his gun out because certain people was coming out to the building. He just got beat up by XYZ. Woo, woo, woo. But then you tell me that he never got beat up. This is my first time hearing it. Yeah, you're telling me, right? You're telling me the security guard never got beat up. This whole time I'm thinking maybe he had his gun out and was doing XYZ with it because he knew certain people was coming up to the office that day later on XYZ. But if you never got beat up, that takes away that line of thought for me. So I guess what I'm saying is, whether it was a piece of metal from the bullet, a bullet fragment, a piece of wood, a piece of concrete, whatever, it shouldn't have went off around me.
No, for sure. And accidentally that day, like, I rode to Starbucks when all that shit went down.
Okay.
I came back in like right after and seen the commotion, and then that's when I went over looking and I seen the little spot on the ground or whatever. But technically, I was at Starbucks when the whole thing went down.
When you came back,
I was like, what the fuck happened?
It was known that there was a shooting. A gun went off.
Something. And then all like the girls over there like freaked out and shit.
Freaked out. Lena had her friend. Lena literally went. So Jason is the one who insisted that we take photos. Jason took the photos of the graves. Jason, what was he, brand manager or some shit like that?
The clothing, the creative director technically.
Some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck Jason did. So he's saying creative director, cool. Jason's like, no, we have to take photos of this. So I literally had to pull my underwear and pants up, and they took photos of the grades. This is before Josh took me to Providence Hospital. Jason took the photos on his phone. Lil literally goes to the refrigerator, the freezer, and gets some frozen vegetables, maybe like peas or carrots or something like that, and brings it over for me to put it on it because it's burning non-fucking stop. The security guard is fucking laughing about the situation because, again, it's an accident. So people are asking
That ain't funny to be laughing, bro. Like, he should have been scared for his fucking
that's
lawsuit, fucking a lot of shit, bro.
That's why people always say, why is there no police report? Why did you call the police? It was an accident. I've made that very clear. No one ever tried to intentionally physically harm me or nothing like that. It was an accident. He should have had his gun on the work floor, but I didn't. Imagine if I had pulled my phone out and called the police in that incident. Would that have been fucked up?
I mean, coming from where I came from and grew up, yeah, because I don't really agree with calling the police, but, you know, like, now if you were bleeding and it was leaking, and like, yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna make it to a hospital, you know?
There was blood, but it wasn't
like if it was gushing, like hit a
it wasn't an abrasion. It was no, it didn't hit any artery. I didn't have to undergo surgery. It was an abrasion. They literally went, cleaned it up, told me how to treat it, prescribed me some stuff to put on it to keep it from getting.
Do you have the picture of it? I never even seen what your leg looked like.
I'm gonna have to have Jason send it to me. But Jason took the photos, and I just feel like it shouldn't happen around me. That was my whole point. So even when I went on Shame on You, which is the only interview I did about it, I didn't go do a promo blitz or a press run like Brick was trying to get me to do. Brick hooked me up, put me in a group chat with TMZ. While he was still working there, Brick put me in a group chat with TMZ and an attorney from Florida.
That's dirty work.
Exactly. Told me to sue the fuck out of No Jumper. Flacco called me and told me, look, I love Adam, I love Josh, but if I ever see you at No Jumper again, I'm not gonna respect you as a man. You have to sue him. This is what Flacco called my phone and told me. That's why me and Flacco don't get along,
bro.
People, I was saying like, why do you and Flacco have beef? When I worked at me and Flacco have a problem. Why do me and Flacco have beef? Because he called me and told me to sue Adam and Josh.
Like I would have never like if there was blood dripping, like yeah, we got to call the ambulance, but I mean, shit happens. It was a mistake.
I'm a grown man. It burnt. The only thing I can say is that it burnt like crazy. That's what made me even check.
Remind me when we're done, and I got a couple comments on it. Not about you or that, but just a couple other layers why I think it should have never happened or whatever the case may be. But I ain't trying to put tone out there like that.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I just feel like, so again, the gun goes off. I feel a burning sensation in my leg. Everybody's like, check this, everybody cool. Mikey's running around panicking.
Oh, for sure,
Adam
Mikey
comes
was
out,
panic.
right, Mikey was panicking. Don't let Mikey ever convince you he wasn't. Josh ducked down, like hit the floor. Adam comes out of his office, and he's like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Everybody's like, the security guard won't say that, his gun went off. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm in pain because it's burning.
And your leg's like under the table, like over there. So like you were the
we both were sitting at the
people.
I was the closest person to him. We both were sitting at the same table. We both were at the conference table.
You know where my desk was? Like if I didn't go to Starbucks, I wouldn't have been direct in line, but I would have been the next maybe victim if I was at my desk.
Why is it physically impossible for anybody to believe that somebody can fire a gun sitting at the same table as me? And it's physically impossible for me to be struck by any object. Why is that out of the world? Any other time I'm big as all outdoors, I take up all this space, I'm fat as fuck. But when the gun goes off, it's like, oh, there's zero chance that anything could have possibly hit Dejon once the gun went off. I don't understand that when I think of it. Anywho, Adam comes out of his office. He's like, what the fuck was that? They tell him what happened. He immediately goes back in his office, closes his door.
He's like, fuck these motherfuckers. He's probably like, I did not ask for this shit.
Which is why he apologized to me via text once I got to the hospital. So I get in Josh's truck. He drives me to Providence Hospital nearby.
Straight down, yeah.
Right. He drives to the hospital. He validates his car at the emergency room. He helped me, and I called my father to meet me up there. The security guard comes to Providence Hospital.
Did you want him to come there? Do you respect him coming there? Or would you rather him just like get the fuck on?
I don't want to see your face right now.
No, that's what I was thinking for sure.
I don't
like,
want to
get
see
the
your
fuck out of
face.
here, bro.
And I told Josh that, so if anyone ever did pull up the security footage from the hospital, you see, because it's like glass doors when I'm in the emergency room, I see the security guard walking across like the parking lot into the building. I'm like, Josh, what is he doing here? You see Josh go outside and try to keep him, and he comes inside and he just apologizes repeatedly.
No, because bro, he would have had so much to lose too, and that's why I feel like I got a couple more things to say, but I don't want to throw him under the bus. But I mean, it's in the past, but it just It
But
doesn't make
I
any
do want to
difference.
clarify it was an accident. That's why I don't have hostility towards him. I don't even have hostility towards Adam because it's not like Adam pulled the trigger. Adam's wrong because he should have made sure he had proper security. He should have made sure he had somebody that wouldn't do no bullshit like that. That if you're gonna have your gun out, go to the back room or something like that. They saying some issue with the mics.
Well, I was saying the echo, but I already told him he needs to get a carpet in here, a bigger carpet, and more padding for the walls.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
But
about
I
that
bet
in a minute.
you. Let me turn the gain down and see if that helps, because the gain is what's absorbing all that echo for sure.
Ask him if R&B pegs Wack. We're not talking about that.
Wack gets mad when you talk about R&B.
Mod, make sure you get that.
Does Wack got your number? Does he call you ever?
No, we was on that FaceTime that one time. But that's another thing. Adam, when I was in the hospital, Adam texted me, let's keep this off social media and stuff. I'm assuming that stuff means podcast or whatever. So I never said nothing. After that whole week,
Who
I
was
never.
the first person to say something?
Wack 100. Wack 100 went on whatever show that was
right.
in the back room. What show is that? With DW Flame or something. Wednesday show. Whatever the fuck DW Flame show was called. Wack 100 went on that show. Hold on, let me move this. And I have that clip, even though it's not on No Jumper. No Jumper took whoever, maybe you did it or somebody at No Jumper took that totally down, took that clip totally down. There's a
WeStarvin getting big shout outs today.
right. There's a clip of Wack saying, I literally could go on my phone and play it because it saved March or maybe April 2024. Wack's like, there's not gonna be any report cards for a while. The report card nigga got popped in his leg, no Popeyes, or popped in his thigh, no Popeyes. And he broke the news, and that's when everybody started running with it. And then they literally pulled that episode down and put it back up without that segment, but not before everybody could screen record it, put it in the Reddit, send it to me, post it on Instagram clips, post it on other YouTubes. Right. So Wack 100 is the person who broke that news. I never said anything like I didn't tweet about it, post about it, anything like that. So I don't understand why Adam is mad at me for exposing him when your own employee is the person who got on your platform and discussed it. You told me to keep it off social media and podcasts, and I did that. Why? Because it was an accident. If it was intentional and the nigga was like, fuck you, Dejon, boom.
Yeah,
that's different. This is a fucking workplace accident. I'm not about to...
If you never did a police report, then, I mean, bro, it's like water under the bridge. Like, not just like hearsay. It's like rumor, you know?
But, I mean, it happened, so I won't say it's a rumor because a rumor could be interpreted as it didn't happen.
Yeah, you're right.
It did happen, but if Adam, I feel like I had the relationship with Adam, he asked me not to talk about it, and so I obliged that. Your employee went and broke the news. You shouldn't be mad at me.
And it's like he thinks he's helping Adam by dissing you. Like,
About something that nobody knew about. They were saying that I hurt myself on the exercise bike. Remember, I did a skit that morning on the exercise bike that I never got back. They were saying I hurt myself on the exercise bike. They were saying that I had HIV/AIDS, and that's why I wasn't there. They were saying, and I hit Mikey up about that, and Mikey removed it from the Reddit. They were saying all kind of theories why I wasn't on the Here We Go Again Monday show for the next couple of weeks. I hadn't said a word about it. Adam, with the incident happened March 25th.
was that your last day there when that happened?
Yes,
You never came
March
back after
25th,
that?
2025. On March 23rd or 22nd, everybody came in the newsroom and said...
2024.
2024,
Yeah,
excuse
let
me.
say.
Everybody came in the newsroom and said, Dejon, congratulations, shout out to you. You brought hip-hop back to No Jumper. Adam, Brick, everybody came in the newsroom, clapped it up for me. Monday I come, I do the exercise bike skit with Sharp and Flacco.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They leave. I go sit at the conference table to do social media work because remember I had to do 3 to 5 posts. I ordered a salad, which is why I'll never order a salad again. And Josh left the hospital, went and got my salad and brought it back up there.
Fucking Josh, a good dude, huh?
So, yeah, that was my last
I would
day.
have just ordered you a new one. I wouldn't have drove all the way back over there.
It's not far. The hospital isn't far. It's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, one's at the top of the street and the other one's at the bottom. But still, I mean, fuck it. I guess drive, but I would have just said, all right, which one you order? Let's order you a freshie.
But then my birthday was Saturday. My birthday is March 30th. The incident happened March 25th. Adam posted me on Saturday with a crown on my head, happy birthday, King. So and I have screenshots of it. Me and Adam were still good after that incident. Why? Because I didn't say anything about the shooting whatsoever. It wasn't until Wack 100 got on No Jumper and broke the news that it had happened.
And then after that, did T-Rail and AD and them start talking about it once it...
They start talking about it, but guess how they found out? They didn't find out through Wack.
Fuck Flacco?
Flacco was the mo all along. Flacco called them the day that it happened. And that's when Flacco called me and told me to sue. And then the very next...
It's like, Adam, bro, if you're watching this, like, how do you feel having people around you telling people to sue other people? Like, that's just crazy, bro.
And then the thing is, me and Flacco had this conversation face-to-face on Fair to Say. When he pulled up to Fair to Say, Flacco and I had this same conversation face-to-face. And I was like, bro, how can you sit here and say all of this, but what's something wrong with your mic?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the right setting. See,
Settings.
there it goes. Now it's popping up. I think I turned the volume down a little bit because I'm trying to get rid of the echo. Is that better, Ranger Danger?
Y'all got to deal with us in the echo. Y'all know I'm not tech savvy. We'll have it together after the holidays. But yeah, so Flacco pulled up to Fair to Say. There's an episode of Flacco on Fair to Say. He surprised us. We was filming. He literally, I'm in the neighborhood, called in, pulled up on us. This is right after y'all dropped that first No Jumper cipher. Nonetheless, he's sitting here. He's defending Adam. And I'm like, this is crazy because when you called me, the last time I spoke to you, I was on the phone, you told me to sue the fuck out of Adam and Josh.
That's crazy. Brick saying that too, bro. Like, you're supposed to be his roll dog.
Brick put me in a whole group chat with TMZ and another group FaceTime with some attorney in Florida that was telling me to sue for 8 figures.
Well, I wonder what was Brick upset about at that moment?
I think the energy I was getting from Flacco, Brick, and Sharp was we tired of working for this white man. We want our own FMW. Sue him so that we all can leave and have, just like when you watch FMW, you see community on the wall, back on Fig, Ace Boys Worldwide, whatever Duno's logo.
But they were going to put that on your back, like sue him so you can build us a podcast to pod with you? Like, that's a stretch.
I don't know what was their overall intention. I just know that was what was being spoken of. Like, we're tired of working for this white man. We can all leave and do our own thing and start our own company together. And so, but obviously I didn't go through with the TMZ interview after he put us in the group chat. Obviously I didn't use that attorney. Why? Because everybody wanted a police report. And I kept insisting that this, to me, my personal opinion, I'm a person that went through it, I don't feel comfortable doing that.
You're not like Jay Reed then. Clearly.
But, this is the difference. That Jay Reed shit, even though I wasn't there, that was an accident. Right?
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
That wasn't an accident. I feel like Jay Reed is within his rights to do that because that was somebody intentionally trying to harm you on No Jumper premises.
Him and his homie, whoever the preacher, not preacher, whoever the other guy was, bro.
Right.
I was the only one there that night. And Wax put that out there too. I didn't tell anybody, bro, until Wax started saying my name one night on a podcast. Donny, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, bro, looking at him like, no one would have known. I would have never brought it up. But now that you're saying I'm the one here, now everybody knows. Now they're all asking me.
I think somebody said stop hating on Chef Boy. I definitely don't hate on Chef Boy. They call me Donny Osmond.
Me, maybe. Donnie Darko.
Oh, okay.
Donnie.
Nonetheless, that Jay Reed situation, I feel like they're within their rights. They're within their rights because that was somebody trying to hurt them. My situation is a little different because, somebody could have died. Luckily, nobody did get fatally injured, but it was an accident, bro. So it's like, them is two different situations. Okay, so outside of the shooting incident with me, the Jay Reed incident, you said that the security guard beat up YBG.
I would say beat him up, but he dropped him and then it was over with.
He won the fight.
Yeah, bink, and then he, I think they had a couple, and then he hit, Tone's a boxer, bro. Like, he trains. Like, he would be watching boxing on the front TV all day. He would be shadow boxing, and Tone, bro, it's a tall-ass dude and fit.
So, and another point, why would that security guard, according to Adams, because Adam is saying none of this ever happened, I'm just making this whole incident up. Why did you guys fire that security guard then? Why was that his last day? Why did you guys fire that security company and switch the security company to whoever Desto Dub was using for security at the store?
Yeah.
Why do I have text messages from Josh saying, like, we're going to fire this security guard, switch security companies so that you could come back and be safe, and then he sent me my schedule for April. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's too much surmounting evidence that proved that the situation did happen. And I don't even, Adam already apologized to me while I was in the hospital. I don't need Adam to apologize to me. All I needed Adam to do was take some accountability. Like, you know what? I should have hired better security. I should have hired someone more professional that wouldn't have a gun out on the work floor. If he had came out and said that, or he could have just made sure his employee Wack didn't come forward and say nothing on camera at all. Then nobody would know about it but us. It would be just a deep, no jumper secret that nobody knows about, nobody talks about. So either check your employees.
Wax the exposers. You got to expose everything, I guess.
Even against his own co-host and his boss. Wack is the one who told that. You guys, I will post, as soon as I get off this, I will post a clip on my story. Wack had on like a red shirt, and he said that, and he threw in a little Popeye, look like he's not fat. He threw in like a little Popeye joke too, like he got hit in his leg or his thigh, no Popeyes or something like that. So your employee exposes. How are you mad at me for what your employee brought to the public and had everybody talking about? And do you think that incident caused them bad PR, caused people to not pull up and do shows?
Well, I think a little bit of everything. You got that. You got the Jay Reed situation. You got the Rico. You got people threatening and talking shit. And then, bro, you got stuff that's happened back when Adam was still at the store the original time. Like, a lot of shit has happened. You put out that much content. You have that many different people coming through. Shit's bound to happen. But at some point, you got to avoid the negligence factor of it. You know? Like, you got to get in front of it and try to really clamp down on things.
Gangland Neem asked, and a few different people, he asked, why didn't the lawsuit go through though? I've said it maybe 10 times, just not here, but as well as on the Dan Lay podcast. Every attorney I met with said that we're not going to move forward with this until you file a police report.
Yeah, I think, you need a police report.
'Cause it's a shooting.
Or you need footage. Like, you need camera footage
Right.
or a police report. I think you can file a lawsuit if you have footage of it happening.
Okay.
But if not, you got to have a police report, I think.
That's exactly what was communicated to me. And like I just said for like the past, 30, 45 minutes, I feel like it was an accident, so why would I go get a police report for that?
And then they're going to go fucking arrest the security guard, fuck up everything.
To
He
me-
kind of has it going.
To me, it was an accident. Now, if it had been like, fuck you, Dejon, bang, bang, I'm a civilian. I'm a gay civilian at that. Of course I can go file a police report over that. But, bro, his gun went off. I got grazed by something, whether it's a bullet fragment, what you say, ricochet, cement, wood from the table, whatever. I got grazed by something. It was a abrasion. It was an abrasion on my leg. My medical report says that on March 25th, 2024, I was driven to Providence Hospital in Burbank, and there was an abrasion on my leg, and they had to treat it. So, yeah. That's why the lawsuit didn't go through.
This fucking guy.
Donnie, do you like drugs?
At one point in my life, but it's been a long time. Why do I look like I do?
I could never give up. If Dejon did get a police report, y'all would be calling him a rat. You couldn't please people. So I go get a police report, it didn't happen. I go get a police report, you're a rat, you're a rat, you're a rat. It was just an accident. Why you tripping? It was just an accident. You get what I'm saying?
No,
so
the chat's they just want content. They want something to talk about. You can't win with them.
I feel like, again, and before we move on to the next subject, because there's other stuff we got to talk about, the solution was this. Adam, control your employees, which clearly he can't. Your Wack should have never been on whatever show, DW Flame show, Wednesday show, what have you, talking about the shooting incident. You text me and told me not to talk about it. I could literally go to my text and read where you told me not to talk about it on March 24th.
I'm still baffled that you're saying Flacco and Brick told you to fucking go do that.
March 25th, 2024. Hey, dude, I'm really sorry about this. I was kind of in shock earlier and didn't know what to say, like when he came out the office. Just know we're on your side and thinking this was super fucked up, obviously, and we're gonna try to do everything by the book and make sure you're good and shit. March 25th, 2024 at 2:18.
I mean, Adam was probably just like, oh my God, I didn't ask for any of this. I'm the boss. I'm the one that has to answer for it all.
Right.
Like, all you fuckers, I'm just employing you, this or that. I'm the one that has to step up and pay the bill if a bill comes.
That part said, crazy day at the office at 3:10. He said, insane. Let's keep it off the podcast and shit. I don't want people to feel scared. So why didn't he tell that to Flacco? Why didn't he tell that to Wack? Why didn't he tell other people?
Wack went on his own live and started saying shit too, right?
I don't watch Wack's content.
I'm pretty sure he went on his own live and started talking shit too.
I just saw it on No Jumper. And then the next morning he said, how you feeling? I said, top of the morning, my leg is still sore and tender in that area. And then I also said, I just don't understand why he had his gun out around all of us. He ruined the whole day. I had some important stuff to say on the show. I did a Bay Area report card. I never forget. I was supposed to break down my Bay Area report card on the Monday show at 6 o'clock that day. And so he said, Adam said, yeah, man, that show was a bummer. I saw a lot of that in the chat. And yeah, I'm still so blown away. He was always so responsible for the last 2 years, and they had to fuck it up with that dumb shit. So we have this conversation. You take responsibility for it. You say you're going to handle it the right way. You tell me to keep it off podcast. My question today is, why didn't you tell Wack to shut up and not talk about it? Why did you tell Flacco to shut up and not talk about it? Why is Flacco calling AD and FMW, your ops, telling about a shooting that took place in your office? Because people think I called them, and I swear to God, I wasn't even cool with them niggas at the time. They was mad at me for calling them employees and then coming to work at No Jumper after they left.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wasn't even in communication with AD, T-Rail. Smack told somebody, I talked to Dejon yesterday. He called me and told me the whole thing. No, you talked to Flacco. I've never talked to Smack on the phone in my life. So, you get what I'm saying?
Fucking Smack. I was going to say, Ranger Danger, I'm never going to use that number, bro. It'll always be the 22-ster. Like, that's a whole fucked up narrative that people just don't always want to keep going with, bro.
A point of shoe said, Chow.
Do I look like Caillou?
An older Caillou, yes. The sheriff said Kyle was just trying to get Dejon to burn bridges so that he wouldn't be allowed back in No Jumper. Who is KO or Chow?
Caillou, he's that little cartoon character.
No, that's Caillou.
Isn't that what they're saying? Isn't it?
No, Caillou is Callilou. Dejon, you got somebody on here claiming that you told them that you wanted them here, but he was a rich trapper burner account. I can never give up. Said I love you, Don. You got fans. What happened to the other editor that was really good? Not Michael, but the other one, the short guy. Hurley. What happened to Hurley?
I'm not even sure. I think he just maybe wanted more or something. But Hurley, I fuck with Hurley, but he's slightly probably hard to work with sometimes. You know, he's very opinionated, stands on his shit.
Okay.
And then sometimes I feel like if you're not utilizing everybody and having them work a lot, then the idle mind is the devil's playground. You know, you got to really have
keep them busy.
Keep them busy. You know.
I feel like Hurley was definitely like he was like short and grumpy, like short man syndrome.
Yeah, a little grumpy. I guess that's the best way to put it. I fucked with him. Me and Larry got a good relationship, but he definitely a little grumpy.
He was grumpy. It's crazy. I never really talked about this. Hurley told me that Lush was gay. This is before Lush came back. Hurley told me that Lush had a boyfriend. He was like, stop letting him make all those gay jokes about you. I forget the name of the gentleman. It was in that back room or the big stage. You know, the big room all the way in the back. I don't know what they do with it now. Why don't they use that room anymore?
Storage at last I've seen.
Where we used to do the Monday show. Nonetheless, Hurley was like, stop letting Lush make those gay jokes about you. He has a whole boyfriend named Woo 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 Woo. And I think Josh was agreeing with him. And that was literally the last conversation I had with Hurley.
Damn, Lush, bro. You got something in the closet? Let Germ find out you used to have a boyfriend. She's probably going to fuck you up.
Man, Lush said that he fucked Comparada, so you never know with Lush. He's the MacArthur Park general mayor of MacArthur Park. He can do what he want to do. Hurley was the worst cameraman I've ever seen. Did he shoot that rooftop music video?
Yeah, he did.
That's crazy. Okay, for sure. Let me see what else. Before we go, I want to react to let me get a new browser up. I wanted to react to the AD versus DDG comment that Moose Man made yesterday. Did you see that?
I did see it, but I don't think I really spent a lot of time on it. I got all kinds of Donny Osmond, Darko, Wahlberg.
Hold on.
Josh ain't grumpy. I mean, sometimes you got to understand when someone's the conduit between all the guests or all the hosts and all the employees and Adam, it's going to get a little stressful for him.
How you scroll down on this? Not that. I don't have a Reddit to sign in. I can't scroll down?
You know, you can put both fingers?
Can you try? Nope. Stalemate, y'all. You know what? It's a I can go on Instagram. Hold on. Browser 2.
Yeah, you got to get a second monitor, like even a little TV, and then hook it up as a second monitor, and then you can drag and drop, and you could put one while it's going. You could put the other monitor, and then.
That makes sense. I have that TV over there, but it's too big. Maybe a smaller monitor.
Yeah, I mean, that would work if it was mounted, but if it was right here on the table, that is a little big. But
No,
even a cheap-ass, like, $50 monitor from Best Buy or Amazon.
And I connect that monitor to this computer with an
Yeah, it should have an ADM plug, or that little white thing probably got some HDMI on it.
Oh, okay, I'll get at the end of it. Hold on. All right, we're going to keyboard clips. That's where we're going. Give me
Yeah,
one
I'm going to have
second.
to text Lush and ask him, bro. Like, what's this about you having a boyfriend?
According to Hurley, make sure you put a caveat on it. According to Hurley. I had a conversation with Hurley, and Hurley told me that Lush had a boyfriend back in the day, or some years ago. Keyboard, what is it, clips?
Hurley used to hang out with people from Lush's crew, so they do have some kind of, like, connection outside of No Jumper and know a lot of the same people.
So this is sparking your interest. You think it's some truth there. Lush, I hope I did not out you, brother. Because I love Lush. Lush is my favorite person.
I mean, if you want easy content, we get Lush to call in and address it.
Go ahead and call the mayor, man. Oh, man. And the thing is, I can always tell when Lush is lying. I can always tell when Lush is lying.
Unless he's off that meth and it really makes him do some shit he wouldn't normally do. But I just don't see Lush having
Does
the
that
gay
count?
boy in his body.
If Lush got high off meth and had gay sex, does that count? Or do we give him a pass?
I mean, to each your own, bro. I don't fucking... Who am I to judge or talk shit? Just live your truth, right? That's the main thing.
Here we go. All right, hold on. I gotta make sure.
Oh, I did talk about this, I think.
And then let's do it like, let's make this bigger, and then you said drag this down, like here, and then make this smaller.
Yeah, and in the future, you could set up another scene over here that will have them memorized, and you just click the little scenes on the side.
Okay.
Like, you know how you made them here, you can make another one, and then you can just click on them, and they'll be saved. But if you get another monitor, it'll make all this little back and forth way easier.
Donnie, and we're going to close with that and some memes. Donnie has been giving me great insight. He's the reason I have the carpet. He's the reason Tam went out and brought the soundproof stuff. And we got some more of it. I just have to hang it up. All right, let's watch this clip, though. What did Lush say?
He hasn't answered back yet.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's 5 Friday. I don't think they're still doing anything at the warehouse.
For AD, bro. To be able to stream and rap. No cap.
No. Hold on. That's
AD
disrespect.
did his thing and rap.
Time out. No.
DDG paved the way for motherfuckers to rap and stream. Straight up.
That's disrespect.
I mean, didn't Adam pave the way for 80 to stream?
But he
So
became
we're not gonna compare them.
It's
That's
just
a
an
great point.
opposite
AD been doing his thing.
trajectory.
No, it's not.
It's
Bro,
opposite.
AD been a nigga in the streets before he was streaming.
For sure.
The reason why he was successful in streaming because the person he was.
No, because he got the no jumper stimulus pack. That's
That's
the
not
lie,
AD.
bro.
Money on
People in
that
AD's
AD.
mouth.
Don't do that to
AD's
AD,
a great broadcaster, but he got
No.
training at no jumper to become that.
No,
I've been
he
watching no
didn't,
jumper
bro.
since the beginning. He was not a good broadcaster
Listen,
when he
I
got
don't agree with that.
Hold on.
And then wasn't it Trevor
Let's
that...
Let's stop there, though.
Was it Trevor the one that went and set AD up? Like, who was the...
Who did the community setup for him?
Yeah, I'm pretty... Was it Trevor? Somebody went over there and set him up probably from No Jumper.
Let's-
That's usually how it goes.
Let's react to what he just said. When he said when AD came to No Jumper, he was not a good broadcaster, not a good streamer. Obviously, I wasn't there. What's your take?
I mean, that was during COVID, so I was only coming by like once a week at that point, not very often. But I mean, bro, when they had it, it was an era, right? Like, you got to judge it by how big the era was. And when AD was there, when AD, Adam, and House Phone, that was an era. That was a
lit.
good pod.
It was lit.
And then COVID, so everybody was tapping in, sitting at home.
So what, in your, because I didn't get to ask you this, what led to AD, T-Rail, and them leaving? Why did they leave from your perspective? Was
I
it
think
really
it all
over
started when Adam
the
said
four
he made
jokes?
Well, no, I think it all started when Adam said he made $1 million a month.
I remember that headline.
Bro, how do you think your employees are going to feel when someone says, whether No Jumper's bringing it in, the other shit's bringing it in, say he was killing it in poker and it was bringing it in. But how would you feel if now the guy that you're working under, say, is making $1 million a month and you're still getting
like
the same shit?
$4,000, $4,500 a month.
You're going to feel some type of way. And that's going to just start like, oh, well, we could do it on our own. Why don't we do it on our own? Then you see them kind of start, and then they just use the 4 jokes. And the House Phone thing was really the thing that put it over the edge, right?
Was that a scapegoat, though? Are you saying that they wanted to leave from jump, or ever since that $1 million a month thing, and they used the House Phone situation and the AD being kicked off the No Jumper show? What about Pun?
Being the manager and probably saying we could do this on our own because he's a businessman and smart.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I felt like Pun never liked Adam.
Clearly. Or
you know?
Josh.
So right then he's going to be pressing, oh, we could do this. And then they're doing it out their house, so they ain't paying for a spot. Right then you're saving money.
Low overhead.
You know, and that's another reason why I feel like podcasting is slowly dying, because it just costs a lot, bro.
Tell me about it.
You can do it at your house. Like I'm lucky that my garage is nice and drywalled and got AC and everything, so it just looks like a room. It pretty much just looks like this room, but with the garage door on one end.
Right, and you get this. You don't have to go get a physical space to do it. All right, then let's get back to this clip, because I definitely I agree with some things Moose Man is saying, but I don't agree with other things.
Got them pods in.
That's 100% a lie. 100% a lie.
That's why I got
100% a lie, bro.
No. Okay, that's another.
Play some new AD, by the way.
People are saying put on that DDG before they're saying put on that AD across the country more.
That's
I promise
facts.
you right now.
Because he
facts.
had more streamers.
Hey, he did. DDG paved the way for AD, bro. To be able to stream and rap. No cap.
No. Hold on. That's
AD did his thing and rap.
Time out.
He did the content. DDG paved the way for motherfuckers to rap and stream. Straight up.
Oh, to rap and stream, to do both,
Both
is what he's saying.
simultaneously.
But he
So
became
we're not gonna compare them.
It's just an opposite
AD
career
been doing
trajectory.
anything. No, it's not,
It's
bro.
opposite.
I mean, I think it's a natural evolution.
Before he was streaming.
For sure.
The reason why
In
he was
20
successful
nowadays,
is
yeah.
because the person he was.
No, because he got the no jumper stimulus pack. That's
Man,
really
he
lied,
takes
bro.
money on
Don't
that
AD's
AD.
mouth.
Don't do that,
AD's
AD,
a great broadcaster, but he got
No.
training at no jumper to become that.
No,
I've been
he
watching no
didn't,
jumper
bro.
since the beginning. He was not a good broadcaster
Listen,
when he got
I
here.
don't agree with that. That's
People did not like
100% a
until
lie.
he got them pods in.
That's
They
100%
started
a
really
lie.
popping.
100% a lie.
That's why I got
100% a lie, bro.
DDG from Compton too?
No.
He's from LA though, right?
No, he's from Pontiac.
Oh yeah. Then who's that other guy that I always get him confused with?
Jay Cinco. Jay Cinco's from Compton.
But isn't there another streamer, like
Jay Cinco.
the gangster one that kind of looks like DDG?
A gangster screamer from Compton? The only other screamer from Compton I know is Jay Cinco. He's light skinned, got long hair.
No, what's the other rapper streamer guy?
Who? Consonant? Speedy? Who? That's from the West Coast?
Is there another that has initials?
I think I would know him if I knew a nigga from
Usually the
LA.
chat will get us on this one.
Let's check out the chat.
I'm
Who is he
seeing it.
talking about? DDG is bigger than AD, unfortunately.
But what's
That's
the
not
other
unfortunate.
streamer that's kind of like, because DDG not a gangster though, right?
No.
There's another streamer that's kind of like resembles DDG, but he like threatens people to pull up on him and shit.
I don't know. You talking about chat? Who is Donny talking about?
I think he goes on AD sometimes too.
Point Shoe said Moose used to be Yuri's staff.
Yeah.
Really?
He was like his moderator.
Oh, okay.
But Moose is one of those guys that reaches out to everybody. Like even when I very first started, he reached out and was like, I'll help you do thumbnails. And I'm like, I'm just starting, bro. Like I appreciate you. And I felt like Moose kind of thought I was like kind of giving him the cold shoulder. But I was just more like, I ain't gonna ask someone to help for free when I'm still trying to figure it out myself, you know? But then when I talked to him, I realized that he said he'll go through the videos I've already put out, watch them, and then make me a thumbnail. I thought he was meaning like, tell me what you're going to do, I'll make a thumbnail before it. And I'm like, bro, I really don't even know what I'm doing yet, you know? So once I really seen what he meant, I was like, oh yeah, all right. No.
Being in No Jumper will make you a worse podcaster if anything. I feel like it made me a better podcaster. They keep telling me to call Lush. Look, I just want to be on record saying I'm not saying Lush is gay. I have not said that. I said that my last conversation with Hurley told me Lush used to be gay. And Josh agreed with it. And I'm forgetting the name of the guy they said Lush used to date. This is before I left No Jumper, obviously, and before Lush came back as a full-time host on No Jumper. Obviously, Lush had got fired, so they was on the outs with him. He was popping up because of his drama with Suspect, but he wasn't back working there. Do I believe that Lush is gay? I don't get like boyfriend vibes. Do I get fuck around and do bullshit while high in a joking white boy gay type of way?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I don't have Lush's number to call Lush.
I don't even call him if you want.
Call Lush. Let's call Lush. They want us to call Lush. And then I'm going to play the video of Wack WeStarvin sent it over. And then we're going to close out.
He's on it, bro.
WeStarvin's on it.
I had to ask him, like, dude, man, how do you have all the free time?
Right.
Yo.
Lush, we're live.
Cocaine bot.
All right. Hurley told Dejon that you had a gay boyfriend at one time. What do you got to say about that?
Hey, don't talk about Brick when he's not here to defend himself.
Oh, Brick they're talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I thought it meant like a long time ago.
I don't know. Wait, Hurley actually said that? I don't know.
Lush, I swear to God, when we was in that back room where we used to do Here We Go Again, the Monday show, Hurley came back there and he said, don't let Lush make all those gay jokes about you. Lush had a whole boyfriend when I met him. And I really can't forget the name. And I'm good with names, but I cannot remember the name of the guy. And that was my last time talking to Hurley.
I love me some bussy, you feel me? So, like, all
You
the
just
high
playing
guys,
into it.
you feel me?
That's what I said.
Pull up, you feel me?
You can't take
Hey,
it serious.
this is my issue with Dejon. Because when I came over there, Dejon said, I ain't into interracial Lush. I was like, man, fuck you, bro. You feel me? Like, I was trying to pop at Dejon. He wasn't fucking with me. I was like, all right, fool. All right, then.
He's trying to have beautiful black babies.
Maybe we can't make babies, Donny.
No, I like a joke though.
Oh,
you know,
maybe in a MacArthur Park universe, maybe, but yeah, in real life, no, Lush. I can't do white people. I can't.
That's what I'm saying, fool. So exactly, you heard it here first. You acted like I was capping. I don't know, like which one of my boyfriends Hurley was referring to. You feel me? But there's, you feel me? Check the Rolodex, bro. I got many Pokemon cards of all shades and varieties.
All right, last question. Do you know what happened with Hurley? We're all trying to figure out what happened with Hurley.
I think that Hurley was, like there's, as you see, like No Jumper's been continually on some shit where it's like all media companies dealing with the recession in different ways. Adam had a bunch of crazy shit happen. He had to downsize his operation, and there's only so, like, Hurley is talented as fuck. He's a great director. I'm pretty sure he could have. There's only so much. A budget can only accommodate so many people that are of a high caliber. That's kind of like, if I don't know anything about the internals of the business, but just from my casual observations and being someone that's had my own companies, I know what, like, these, like, timing issues with money and things look like, and growth and expansion and all this looks like. And if I'm really analyzing it, it seems like if you're someone of Hurley or Donnie's caliber or Mikey's caliber and you're getting paid like a significant amount of money because you're doing something at such an elite level, there's only so much of y'all that the budget can accommodate. Like, we're lucky even talent is shit. I'm glad I got a job in this motherfucker. I'm gonna keep my foot on their neck. No, you feel me?
That part. Last question for you, Lush. We was having a conversation about Tuesday show versus Thursday show. If you was in charge, if you was the producer of the Thursday show, what's one thing you would do differently to make the Thursday show a little better?
Ooh, that's good. I think the biggest issue that the Thursday show has faced is this was something that was pioneered by my brother Flacco, and he's going through his personal growth experience and all that. He coming home sexy. You might be my next boyfriend, matter of fact.
Yuck.
After this, transformation post lap band era Flacco, you feel me? Shit, we don't even know. Like, with that being said, he's like the one that constructed the show, so we kind of been. I feel like we've been just doing our best to keep that shit afloat in the interim of him being gone. Plus, remember, that was me, Flacco, and Brick, so we had the whole adjustment of losing Allen Iverson. You feel me? A star player.
Yep.
Not only the Tuesday show, but the Thursday show suffered from losing Brick. So the fact that we even are out here thugging, doing our thing, when most people really subscribe to the channel because they fuck with Adam anyway, shit, I feel like the Thursday show doing the damn thing, like, objectively.
Absolutely. We're reacting to it right now. We're going to get back to it. Shout out to you, Lush. And I guess, well, you didn't deny it, but shout out to Hurley, I guess, too.
No, help me real quick.
Actually, my boyfriend's name was Hurley. You feel me?
He just didn't want Dejon to make a move on you because he wanted to keep it for himself.
Exactly. He was trying to fucking keep this, you feel me, white chocolate for himself.
Hey, but tell me, who's that rapper, streamer that's like from Compton that gets gangster on people sometimes? Am I got DDG confused, or is there like another one, right?
That's not DDG. What you just described ain't DDG.
But who is that kind of gets gangster on people sometimes and he like streams and raps?
Jay Cinco.
AD?
No, he's like shorter. He kind of resembles DDG.
I'm telling you, Jay Cinco.
I'm probably tweaking right now. I don't know, but look, I'm gonna say this. Shouts to my brother Donny Beskoe. That's my brother for real. Shouts to Dejon. That's gang and them. No lanes with him. You feel me? Enjoy. I hope y'all have a great evening. Everybody watching A Day in LA. Y'all be smooth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace.
Bo was supposed to be here, but he crashed his car.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You feel me? Shit. Everybody crashing. Everybody as soon as they can't make it somewhere, it's something drastic. Like, oh, like my whole family just got killed in a drive-by. Like, fool, just say you couldn't make it.
That's what happens to Bo when he's talking about being a foreign whip
crasher.
Yeah, there he is. He's now, he's paying homage to Drake.
Shout out to Bo. All right.
Cross year 2003 accurate. All right, I love you all.
Peace. All right, we've reacted to this enough. I want to get last topic I want to do before we go. We've been on here for a minute. We've talked about your departure, your time. Let's close out with this before we do the rap memes. What's your favorite no jumper moment?
Oh fuck! I mean the X Memorial when they shut down Melrose.
What?
Bro, that shit was crazy.
What are you talking about?
WeStarvin, damn me. What's you want to talk about? Oh, he sent the
Wack shit. Oh, let me play that real quick. Then we can get to whatever your favorite.
Yeah, I got it on my phone, so I was trying to upload it to my YouTube Shorts to try to get like more subs. If y'all don't sub, it's OTB Donny or Donny OTB. I'm trying to get to 1,000. Help a brother out, please.
How often does he? How often do you go live?
I try to do Monday through Friday from 9 to 12. Because I used to get off at 12 when No Jumper would start, and I'm just kind of rocking with that because if I get on by 9:30, I can't really do much than 2.5, 3 hours and because it's hard to get topics to last 3 hours by myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard. So I do the best I can, then I feed off the chat, and I ask them to help me.
All right, we got some WeStarvin updates, which I guess is going to be a new segment on these streams. He sent a screenshot of his conversation with Adam. It said, low-key, we fired Hurley a few weeks ago. We don't need 2 video guys in there daily. And he wasn't really doing much. So it kind of pointed out to what you and Lush were saying, kind of like a cutback, a fiscal cutback.
Yeah, I mean, that's business.
Nothing personal. Shout out to Hurley wherever you are. Hurley Films.
He's doing his thing for sure. Oh yeah, this was the X Memorial. This guy jumped off the roof.
Why?
Just to jump off the roof. I don't know.
They caught him?
Yeah. Bro, look, shut the street down, bro.
Oh my God. Yeah, that would be my favorite no jumper moment.
Shit was lit. I don't know if you guys...
That would be my favorite no jumper moment too. That definitely didn't happen when I was there. That store grand opening was one of my favorites.
No, that was lit, but bro, Adam didn't even expect this to happen. He was just like 4 o'clock, X Memorial, and bro, they just started coming. The helicopters were circling. The cops came, and a lot of times they'll send the owner of the business like a bill. I don't think Adam ever got a bill or anything.
You get a bill for having an event?
Well, shutting down the street without a permit.
Oh. All right, let's check out this clip of Wack. It's a deleted no jumper clip. Wack confirmed the shooting. This is my proof that I did not say anything about the shooting. Wack did. So Adam, be mad at Wack. Don't be mad at me. I held it down, in my opinion.
Because I heard they was in there. Niggas was pulling their pants down in the room. There was a lot of freaky shit going on.
Oh, that's part 2.
The freaky shit.
No, not that. Peace on the freaky shit. What I'm saying is, peace on the listen.
Get hot in here.
Listen.
We're gonna have a delay on the report cards. Okay. Got you. You know, got you. When y'all go to Popeyes, you might want to order a thigh. You know, make sure it's a thigh, no flesh wound. You know. And we doing what we doing. I tried to declare peace. You gotta know what he up to. I know what he up to. All the method to his madness, bro. Yeah. Yo, listen, I'm gonna be real. Come on. We all done did a lot of shit in the streets. Right. I have never seen a victim jump up and down and pull his pants down after he done got popped. I've never seen it. It only happens on no jumper. But y'all figured out.
So that was Wack 100 confirming the shooting incident before I ever posted about it. I didn't go on. The only interview I've ever done to this day about that on camera was Shame on You. And I went on that like in May.
And does Wack think he's helping Adam in that point, or is he helping himself? Like, if you're Adam's homie and you always, this is my white boy, this is that,
yeah.
Like, are you helping Adam at that point? Not really, right?
He outed Adam's situation. I just showed you the text. Adam told me not to talk about it, keep it off podcast and shit. But then your boy that you do business with, your co-host on your show, your employee technically, is on your platform talking about it, and then they took it down. People have to screen record this. They took the episode down and put it back up without that. If you go to that Flame episode, that clip is not in there. So, yeah.
And he's lucky you're not like impressionable by everybody and like people DMing, like if you would have took Brick's word, Flacco's word, or anyone's word and then wait and followed through with it, because it would have been an easy payday for you.
A very easy payday. That's what everyone's saying. Family, friends, attorneys, everyone.
Easy.
All they're saying is all you got to do is walk in a police station, detail what happened, and get the police.
And for that one shit alone, Adam shouldn't even said that, like reporting your channel or whatever.
Oh shit.
That what's his name said. Like just for that one thing alone, like you having his back at that point and not saying anything, like he should have a lot of respect for you, because you could have made the situation really bad.
And I'm happy that you have that perspective. It's been a long time coming. I haven't heard someone sit on camera say that. I've had people say that off camera. But it's dope to have somebody on camera publicly say, like, Adam really shouldn't have a problem with me, because I could have took it there.
Yeah,
and I did it.
Fucked him over.
Your boy, your own co-host went on camera and did you wrong and told what was going on in your office when I didn't. I didn't sit on anybody's show. I didn't get on IG Live. I didn't tweet. I didn't post on my story. Nothing. You wished me a happy birthday. That's Saturday. The shooting happened Monday. Nonetheless, I want to close out with
This guy keeps asking about the Chef Stan G interview. Did you watch that one?
Who?
Or Adam never put it out, right? Or did he?
Who?
Stan G, when he was going in on Wack.
Who the fuck is Stan G?
Oh man. He's like from Memphis and he be putting out like content. A lot of it's bullshit and people be saying he's making shit up. But when Adam interviewed him, bro, Wack got so mad. I'm not sure if it ever came out or if it came out, but it was like really edited, like chopped to hell. But Wack got so mad when Adam interviewed that dude. It was crazy.
I personally don't know who Stan G is. I do not. What was he talking about Wack for?
It was going on Wack's old lady in Clubhouse, and supposedly Wack made him on Clubhouse or whatever, but that really got Wack mad when Adam interviewed that fool.
He can't be mad because you outed the whole shooting incident that took place at this man's office.
Bro, even if that shit happened in the alley, Wack was talking about it. The fight, like.
Yeah. But again, I never heard the narrative. I have to call YBG. YBG might be my next guest. YBG never told me that he got knocked out or dropped by the security guard. The story was always he beat up the security guard. That's how it was always conveyed to me. But I want to end with...
Ranger Danger's a shit talker. I fuck with him though.
Sent
He's
the
just
super
on my
chat?
bumper. No, well, that's point and shoot.
Oh, what did he say? What did Sheriff say? Read his super chat, please.
Do not do YouTube Shorts. It will put your channel in the Shorts algo. Either do Shorts only or long-term form only. Look it up if you don't believe me. I take your word for it, point and shoot, because whatever you're doing, you got it figured out.
I wish he
Whatever
had
you're
told
doing,
me that.
You got it figured out.
All right, you guys know we cannot do this without closing out with some LA rap. We talked all this no jumper
A
shit.
lot of these albums, so we at least got to pick our subtract the one we're not fucking with.
Yeah, all you have to do is tell me, which is not that easy. Tell me, and let me make this bigger. Hold on.
Well, this one I got to drop to Nipsey because that My Crazy Life is one of the best albums in the 2010s.
Hold on. You told me like this, and then make this one smaller. I want to get this one right because I'm going to clip this and post this. So delete one of these albums forever. You go first.
It got to be the Nipsey one because that Kendrick album's classic. That Game album's classic. Like, I was busted when that Game album came out. And everybody, well, definitely all the Bloods were listening to that album, bro.
The documentary?
You walking on the yard in their CD player, out the cells. Like, bro, I even had the CD. A white boy listening to
You was in
rap.
jail when the documentary
prison.
dropped? Prison? 2005, 2006?
03, 04, 05.
Really? I did not know that. And the documentary came out while you was in jail and y'all had like copies of it in there.
Yeah, because at that point, your family could send them in the boxes.
Okay.
Now you got to, like, get them on, like through the order, or, like, I think they put them on, like, the tablets. Now they got tablets and all this weird shit. But back then, your family could send you, like, technically you can only have 10 CDs, but they didn't keep track, bro. I had, like, 20, and then you just change them out with all the homies. But people used to trip out on me because I would listen to a lot of rap, and I'm like, bro, that's just my shit. That's my generation. Like, you're not going to tell me what I have to listen to, like, make you all fuckers happy.
So this is documentary, Good Kid, Mad City, My Crazy Life, and Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap. You saying bye-bye Victory Lap.
I mean, bro, that YG is one of the best albums, right?
This is my favorite rap album ever.
When I remember when you were talking about it, when you worked at No Jumper, that made me go back and listen to it, and I listened to it for like a month straight after that.
Really?
Like,
That's
it's
dope.
a good album.
You remember his manager actually called me that day while I was on the show, and he broke down, his manager Brandon Moore broke down like the recording process of it, because it was like the 10-year anniversary that day. Because it came out 2014, 2024 when I was working there.
The Game album, that's his best one ever.
Yeah, that's
and
his
then
classic.
That Kendrick album, like that and Section 80, right?
Yeah, but I'm going with, I could do without the Kendrick album. I'm going Victory Lap over Good Kid, Mad City. I listen to Victory Lap more. Good Kid, Mad City.
What's the main hit on Good Kid, Mad City?
Swimming Pools, Recipe with Dr. Dre, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, Money Trees with J-Rock.
No, Money Trees was
It's some joints. There's some joints on there. Now I Never with Mary J. But Victory Lap is just, I have more of a affinity. I play it more.
That's his last album he released, right?
Yeah, his last project. Yeah, last project.
That's a rough one right here.
I'm getting rid of Good Kid, Mad City.
Because Section 80, I might have a lot of the songs from Section 80 confused with Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay. Section 8, okay.
But those two albums, Good Section 80 and Good Kid, Mad City, are my two favorite albums from Kendrick.
All right, let's get to another. We got 3 more to do, y'all. Here we go. What we got? Crenshaw, Mailbox Money, Yellow Album, Get Home Safely. This is basically Nipsey versus Dom. This is a tough one.
I mean, Dom is fire though, bro.
Dom is my
It's
favorite
probably gonna
rapper.
have to be one of the Nipsey albums.
You like Dom over Nipsey musically?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a rough one. I couldn't find this one. I re-listened to this one on my way, but I couldn't find the
You can't
top one.
find Yellow Album anywhere on streaming
I guess I'm going to have
platforms.
to take off the top Dom just because I couldn't go back and refresh my memory on it.
Yeah, that's the one with Gold Out Peanuts with Rick Ross, We Ball with Kendrick, Don't Call Me with Too Short, and My Type of Party, like his second biggest record.
My Type of Party is a banger.
Yeah, if I had to get rid of something from here, I guess because it's not on streaming platforms, I'll say Yellow Album. He said it would cost him $2 million to clear all the samples and put it on streaming platforms. Yeah.
So is it like on YouTube or something?
YouTube, SoundCloud is where you have to listen to Yellow Album. All right, let's do 2 more. Now we're introducing Draco.
The problem I have like with Draco is because I listen to music during certain things that I'm doing, and when I ride my motorcycle is when I listen to rap because it fits the mood and the beat and helps. Whoever does Draco's engineering records it way too low. Like I turn it all the way up and I can barely hear it.
Vocals or the track
Just
or
the
both?
track, the vocals, like it's just whoever did his mastering, it's low. You can't hear it on my bike.
All right, so we got Just Read Up 1, YG, Welcome to Mollywood 1, Problem, Amio 1, RJ, I Am Mr. Mosey 1, Draco. So I got the first installment of all their classic mixtapes.
Which one because it got too many fucking like
jerk party songs.
The YG one because it got too many like girl choruses or like it goes in the chorus and starts singing. Ray J got a few of those, but not really. More rapping.
You mean RJ?
RJ, yeah. Fucking Problem, early Problem.
Yeah.
Bro, repeat. I fuck with Problem.
You like the Problem fan?
Oh, for sure. His early years.
Okay, that's
Once
dope.
later, the last couple albums, not so
Not
much,
so much.
but early Problem. Oh man, you couldn't touch him.
That's dope. I'm going. It's gonna sound crazy, but I'm going Problem. Welcome to Mollywood, only because I can get that same ratchet feel from Just Read Up.
And that's one thing when I was listening to them, they all kind of like. Because at first I was thinking, did you put these together by year they came out, or did you put them together by their first projects?
No, by wave, but this particular this is there's a part 2 to all of these.
Because this came out in 2011 and this came out in
2013,
2013.
2011, or 2012, and this came out in 2015. But they're all the first installment in these mixtape series. Like the next one we're gonna go to is part 2 for all of those.
Yeah, part 2, Fed Up, is a banger.
Oh,
Like,
Read Up, Just Read Up. I mean,
Forearm in Bompton or whatever.
I'm from Bompton. All right, let's go through that one, and we got one more after that.
Oh, that's what it's. I'm from Bompton.
I'm from Bompton. Yeah, he also used that for the soundtrack to GTA.
And then why on Apple it doesn't have the DJ mixtape logo on it? I wonder.
Because that was for Hot New Hip Hop, DJ Illwill and whatnot. That was like the Hot New Hip Hop version with the tags. All right, so for this one, we got YG, Just Read Up 2, Welcome to Mollywood 2, Problem, RJ, Amio 2, and I Am Mr. Mosey 2. I'm getting rid of Draco, I Am Mr. Mosey 2. That tape was lackluster. It kind of was like sophomore Jinx.
Yeah, I agree with you. Because that YG one's banger.
Yeah.
Problem.
That's my favorite Problem tape right there.
And RJ.
That's RJ's best body of work. That's RJ's best body of work, Amio 2. That was RJ's peak. That was peak Amio, peak RJ. So yeah, I got to get rid of I Mr. Mosey 2. All right, we got one more. Oh shit.
Yeah, it'll make it way easier if you get a second monitor to
Drag and
do
stuff.
all this shit. For sure.
I actually have a monitor over there for my desktop.
Yeah, just get an HDMI and it'll make your life a lot easier.
Okay, last one, y'all. YG Still Brazy, Amio 3, Slauson Boy 2, and Draco Cold Devil. Bye bye Nipsey, Slauson Boy 2. Cold Devil, this is Draco's best body of work.
Probably the RJ one.
Amio 3, that got flexed. That got the Draco disc record. That's what started to be.
I didn't get a chance. That's not on Apple.
Yes, it is. Flex is on. It's crazy. I was at 7-Eleven before I got here, and somebody pulled up to me, and it was playing Amio 3.
I tried to look for it, but maybe I just missed it. That YG one, see, my homie called from jail when I was on my way here, and I told him, like, bro, I'm doing homework right now, but then he wanted to talk about something, and I'm trying to, like, find out some information about this school because we have a mutual friend. I'm trying to get the other friend to call me, so I kind of got cut short on my way here to, like,
okay, do the research on the
research.
YG. This YG album, I believe Brick Baby's on. Him and AD have a song, Don't Come to LA.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
on this album.
I mean, YG's fire, bro.
Fuck Donald Trump is on this album. Twist My Fingers. Why You
that's
Always
a
Hating
banger.
with Drake and Kamaya. So to me, this is a semi-classic. Like, this came after My Crazy Life, and it was a dope sophomore effort. So I'm not moving that one. This project, Amio 3, is what started the beef between RJ and Draco, technically. This is Draco's best body of work. The Slauson Boy 2 project from Nipsey, it had Ocean Views, a couple other
I
records,
feel
but
like
I could do
Nipsey
without
just,
it.
like, it all just kind of sort of sounds the same. It's his style and everything, but it's just kind of all, like, sort of the same.
I can't say that because Nipsey, in my opinion, got better and better.
I remember back in the
He
day,
evolved and elevated
when
himself.
Nipsey first started hitting the road and all the street work he would do, because you know where they go put the two posters, staple them, push them up on the light poles,
Street
staple
team.
another one and push them up, and the whole light pole would be like the other group would do it too. Oh my God! What was the two guys that were underground?
Doing street team?
Yeah, the underground. They had it. It was like the light skinned dude and then this chubbier black guy with the.
What are you talking about? They were rappers?
Yeah, from LA. This is like early 2000s.
Oh, I don't know. What you're talking about. All right.
Evidence. What group? What evidence? What's he part of?
I know you're talking about what evidence, but you talking about his collective? They did street team promotions?
Bro, him and Nipsey was the most I ever seen people put in work on street team in LA.
Let's close out with addressing some of the things in the chat. Is Donny WeStarvin?
No. You know,
Are we sure?
Sometimes I wondered if Adam was WeStarvin. Just like put
His
shit
own
out there and
messages?
seeing who's messaging and talking shit about him. But I talked to him, like, he showed me his dogs. I haven't asked him, because I even had to ask him, like, bro, what do you do for work? Because you seem like you got a lot of free time on your hands.
Plenty. All right, Point and Shoot sent the super chat about not doing YouTube shorts. We read that. Donnie, what's your Stan G? You already talked about that. He kept asking about that. OTB Donnie, yes, a sub up with him. Yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. I appreciate you for pulling up. I'm sorry Bo wasn't able to make it. He definitely would have added some flair to this, but it was dope.
It's funny, they call me Raccoon. I've always thought about having that as a nickname, but then if you shortened it, I feel like that's kind of a weird name.
Yeah, but why Raccoon?
I got dark circles. But it's like my dad has them, my sisters have them. It's like genetic.
That could be a potassium deficiency.
Well, I've got tested. I get a physical once a year.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like my whole family on my dad's side has circles. It's just, I don't know, hereditary or something we all got in us.
All right, bet. I'll be back Monday, hopefully with Boe Jackman. We don't have a Dan Late podcast next week because it's Thanksgiving, so Wednesday we will not be here. But I have my hood vlog dropping. You know, I went to the projects in Compton.
Oh, nice.
I went to Wilmington Arms and interviewed the Park Villages.
Are you trying to change the narrative where you're not talking about gangbanging?
I didn't bring it up one time. I didn't bring up gangbanging one time. Wasn't no disses.
Did you watch this today when Tam and
Khadijah?
were talking about it?
That was great back and forth.
It seemed like they all kind of agreed, right?
They all agreed.
Like
What something
Rocky
Khadijah
Horror.
said about was like, you African Americans, y'all don't even know where y'all come from. I didn't like that comment from her. She did say that.
Like, Rod, you're from London. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
it's like one there. I'm sure if we go back in history, there were some enslaved or indentured African descendants in the UK at some point, or in England at some
Well,
point.
yeah, they got rid of slavery in like the early 1800s, right?
Okay.
They had it. It's just they think they're better than everybody because they got rid of it like 40 years before America did.
Yeah, I'm sure if I did my research, I could find some history of Europeans enslaving
I
Africans
mean, before
at some point.
that, I mean, bro, the Slavs, slavery comes from the Slavs being enslaved. Like slavery,
Like
was
Slavics?
the Slavics. That's where slavery comes from. I think from them originally. But slavery was just a way of life in the world, like from Genghis Khan to everybody. It's like if we could beat you and take your wife and kids and make the men work. That's what we're going to do, like tribalistic. Even the Indians, Native Americans, I think, did it to each other.
Just like if we win the war, we put you guys into servitude. All right, yeah. Nonetheless, make sure you guys sub up, hit that like button. We finna get out of here. I'm hungry, and I gotta call Bo and make sure he's all right. Everything with his car accident. I appreciate you, Donny,
No, I
for pulling up.
appreciate you too. It was a good time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we out of here. Shout out to the Mod 7 and Freedom. I'll see you guys Monday, hopefully with Bo. Peace.